Oh, we were smelling somebody using black ash to cook and possibly for other uses, specifically from town hall. And there's this diner that a bunch of soldiers from
Kingdom United.
that one that are from the Kingdom United was specifically there. We went to the red light district to go stay in an inn with a couple of snacks and Steel Toe Sam's contacts.
Steel Toe Sam was handed a letter that let them know that the
too.
ship may be in dock, but to be careful because they would be looking for them. On top of that, it was a warning from a known ally. I said it was Rega, a female dwarf, and Rega is a dock worker who travels on ships in order to kind of go from place to place and travel while still doing work and getting paid for it. So it just so happened that Rega was at this city, which is an inland city. So you're at Lake Hill. Okay, so the second map from the bottom list will show you where Lake Hill is, and there is a river that leads through the mountains out to the main sea. Okay, and so Lake Hill is an oddity where in which a river wide enough leads inland that full ships can dock, and they use it for transition of goods and trade. Then the map at the very bottom, Hortfell. The full name of the city is Hortfell Lake Hill. You guys are in the northern dock ward right now, which is considered the. It's called Northern Dock Ward, but it's the red light district. Okay, and so with that, y'all know that essentially the ship. Yes, so you found out that they are actually at the North Dock Ward, and will be. And the letter stated that they were at the North Dock Ward, but they'd be moving to the Central Dock Ward, which is on that inner ring. Once they drop things off, essentially, nobles don't want commoner goods being shipped through them. So normally ships would either stop at one or the other, but this ship is apparently carrying multiple things. Which, Sam, is news to you because it's a pirate ship. It's never been used for actual legal travel, and you're hearing now, not only is it in town, it's in port, and it's shipping goods.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, they'd be familiar with shipping goods, but not legal.
They don't use the front door, and they don't use the real name.
No.
All right, so what is the nickname, air quotes, that the ship is called, Rose? Or Sam?
Let's just go with the Revenge. That's the name of the ship, is the Revenge.
The Revenge. I like that. The nickname of the ship is the Revenge. All right. So with that, you all have essentially shown out. Seraphina, you have had your outfit and your clothing changed. You are now dressed in the clothes that you had decided. You had actually picked them. Describe to everyone what you look like, because everyone had just walked in the room to see you.
Oh, yeah. So I know we cut my hair a bit, so it's a little, it's not as long, but it's like a little past my shoulders. It's black now. I specifically requested that I look like a slutty pirate. So I have like a corset and like a, I don't know, like a corset and like dark pants and a baggy shirt.
You have a what's known as a popper's shirt or a poor man's blouse.
Yeah.
You have a black with gold trim girdle, or like, what is it? Not girdle, girdle. Thank you. You have these long pirate boots that are kind of plain, but like you said, you wanted kind of slutty. Your reference was Sam. You were like, you were like, I want to look like I want to look like Sam. I want to be a slutty pirate.
I'm a slut. Whoa.
Whoa, she's a woo girl.
Sam, we have no less than 3 canonical people you have supposedly slept with, including Snack. So I mean, go for it.
And she got around.
Oh yeah, and she was very proud of it, and people were very proud of her for it. but essentially you came out dressed really well, and you said you were going to try to get some art done of that. I look forward to seeing that when that is done.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's going to be just a really cool contrast to Seraphina in her regular garb.
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is you guys had all this information, discussed all of it, and then decided to go to bed. And you had 2 rooms right next to each other, okay? And I had told you how these rooms have numbers on them, but they're not in order. They're just kind of there. And some of them don't even have numbers. It says like storage or packaging. Because you guys are literally in the basement. You're underneath the building. And Seraphina, you had paid for the breakfast combo,
Oh, yeah.
or the
And,
Yep. So
sorry, and I paid for them to keep their mouths shut about us being here.
that is the combo meal that you'd paid for.
That's right. Yeah, it was code.
Yeah. They had a whole thing that was a code for essentially not having to get busted. Now
I think they said the guards were here in this town too.
yes, so the guards from the Kingdom United are here in town. They were at the diner that Gragnar smelled and was very off-put by.
Yeah.
So with that summary, you guys had decided to sleep and take your time and rest up before going out the next day.
I took
How-
first watch.
Yes, so Gragnar, I need you to roll. Okay, because you're actively looking around, so roll, and if you get below your passive, take your passive.
Let's try out this new die. That is fucking crooked.
What dice do I want to use?
Am I actually proficient in that? No, I'm not. 14.
14? That's not bad. Again, when for me, guys, when you're rolling your perception, unless you roll a 1, you will always take your passive if you roll below your passive. That's a homebrew rule that I have that I've used with you guys in the past, but it's been a minute since we
My
played.
passive is fucking awful.
So, Gragnar, you spend the first half of your watch essentially just... Are you inside the rooms? Are you outside the rooms?
I'm
What are you
staying
doing?
inside the room. I'm very tiny and someone's gonna run off with me or something.
Okay.
Also,
so
I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna listen for a little bit, and if like nothing's happening, I'm making my thing that I messaged you about. My fucking fire brew shit.
Okay. So you spend the first half of your watch. Nothing happens. You remember that the one person had peeked out of their room across the way and down the hall from you, but they slammed it shut. You haven't heard anything. Go ahead and roll your second check for the end of your end of your watch with disadvantage because you're working on your project.
I'm so mad that I fucking rolled out of the goddamn box. It's my own rule and I keep with it. That was such a good roll. Fuck. 16. Still not bad. Cool.
Not bad. Nothing seems to be going on.
Oh, wait. Disadvantage. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Now. Okay. 16.
Nat 1.
The other one was a nat 20.
Okay, so 16. You do hear someone get out of their room at some point and close it quietly, like they're sneaking out. But you're working on your project. That is your priority right now.
Do I need to roll for that? Yeah, I was about to
roll a... let's see, what would this be?
Be intelligent. We said in something intelligence based. I don't know exactly what it is.
It was, you need to roll just a flat intelligence check and also roll a fuck, what was the other one? Because I had you roll 2 because you're making this for the first time. So it's going to be straight intelligence, and then on top of that, it's going to be a medicine check as well.
Okay. Do I get any bonuses since I'm literally using myself as the heating source? I also have like a whole recipe written down. That might not work.
This is your first time. This is your first time doing it. So no, you don't get any like buffs or anything.
Thought I'd ask. Okay. Hopefully I don't blow myself up. So is it medicine check first and then intelligence check, or other way around?
Whichever one you want to do. It's a straight intelligence check and then a medicine check.
Which one am I better at? What is medicine? Ugh, we'll do fucking medicine first. God damn. 17 for medicine checks. That is genuinely surprising.
Okay.
Please, I'm good at intelligence. You motherfucker! You know what? That's crooked. That is actually crooked. Hold on. That's still not much better, but hey, it was crooked. I'm re-rolling it. 11.
Okay.
Oh, wait. 13. I can count.
Okay. So with that, you essentially go ahead, you take your time, you start trying to add ash, and you actually make 2 batches. You make 2 small test batches, similar to how you would make test batches with your resin. The first batch comes out looking black and smelling like it's already burning. And you pocket that away. It doesn't look... It looks... Your gut is telling you a little bit dangerous. Like, more volatile than even you were hoping it to be. The second one...
The first one?
Yeah, the first one looks way more volatile, like worrisomely volatile.
I'll keep that in mind.
You put that one away, and you work on your second batch. And the second batch comes out a little bit better, okay? You essentially took what you learned from the first batch, and you're like, okay, less ash. I'm going to go ahead and substitute that ash with a bit of the fire brew. You take the bone that you've ground, and you boil that first, whereas before you boiled everything together, you start separating it. You start separating. You're like, okay, let me actually try to methodically do this. Because at first you tried to boil everything together, and that's how you got that thing that looks like a black slut. Like, it looks like a black slime that would try to kill somebody.
I was wondering if I was the only person that heard it.
That's all I heard.
Demon. Negativity.
God.
All right. From there, you start boiling it first. Okay. You go ahead and get your gelatin ready, and you actually get it all put together, and you put it. You try to look around because you've only got a handful of bottles left, and you find a small corked bottle. That looks like a shot glass, but it's flat. And you put the gelatin in there, along with everything else. And you let it cool, and you can smell it. There's a spicy smell to it, almost like someone took cayenne pepper, a lot of cayenne pepper, and put it on top. And it actually tickles your nose a little bit. You're like, ooh, okay. And as it begins to solidify, you sit there with that last batch, and your round of watching ends. You see that it hasn't fully solidified, which is a good thing. You know that it should take like a while for it to solidify. So you go ahead, you remember the necklace that you were given that seemed to have, you looked at it and you studied it, and it seemed to have some sort of ice magic capabilities.
Ice magic?
You remember suddenly that that's there, and what you do is you
Oh wait, you know the crazy thing? I don't even need that.
Yeah, but it means you don't have to burn. But it means you don't have to burn a spell slot or anything like that. You take this item and you put the cork on top, and you set the item underneath it. And the necklace is almost like a pendant, or like a thick pendant of a stone. It looks very pretty. You set it on top, and you can see the ice begin to chill on the bottom. And you let it set. So by the time you wake up, it should be ready. Your test version of this should be ready for you to look at. I want y'all to know that Gragnar has invented a form of napalm that is also just a fucking jello shot.
I need it.
I want you to know that this man sent me a recipe that he made himself from scratch.
Jesus Christ.
And was like, yo, I want to make this. And I said, Demon, this is a Jello shot. He was like, the fuck is a Jello shot? And I said, Demon, this is a Jello shot. How do you not know what a Jello shot is?
Wait, you don't know what a Jello shot is?
No.
He had no fucking clue. He sent me a recipe he made from scratch. He invented a Jello shot for himself so he could make napalm in game.
Oh my god.
It doesn't help.
You
that
legit didn't know what a Jello shot was?
I don't drink alcohol a lot because I'm poor and alcohol is expensive.
You had to go into the wrong liquor stores, brother.
Jello shots are the best.
I mean, to make it
Are the
worse, I did find also, like, it's gonna get worse. Like, I have napalm right now, but I also found out that black powder or gunpowder still works when it's wet, and we'll see where that takes us.
Now, it still works when it's wet, when it's freshly wet. That's one reason it can dry. It can still mold, which can have an effect. Gunpowder can be ruined by setting in water for too long because it starts breaking it down. But yes, depends on how old it is, how long it's been sitting there.
Oh, I can just mix up fresh batch then. Fuck yes. I need to find black powder.
But you finish your turn, and you do essentially a 6-hour shift. Who are you waking up to cover the next shift? Because y'all did not discuss who's going to take second shift.
I have no idea.
Well, I'm asking Gragnar who he's waking up.
Oh.
I got it. I must have to run over to where Seraphina's asleep. Look what I made. I got this shit fucking down. We're about to make some cool shit.
What is that?
It's like poorly formed gelatin that's still fucking setting. Probably looks fucking nasty as shit.
It looks like
I'm
green
looking at you like, what the fuck
It looks
is
like
that?
green jello with like black flakes in it, and you're not quite sure what it is.
Gragnar, do I even want to know what that is?
Okay, so the general idea is I'm making like this goop that I can like throw at people, and then I can light it on fire. That's the general idea, but I kind of needed something to thicken up, so I took the bones that we had from dinner and just ground them up and made gelatin.
Okay, Gragnar, that's great.
It's your
She's
turn
gonna
to
walk
watch.
past it.
Seraphina, I want you to roll it. I want you to roll a history check for me real quick. Because you were an educated individual. You were taught the histories. And I would expect with the way your uncle's kind of an ass.
19, and then...
That's more than enough. That's more than enough.
Yeah.
You sit there. You're like, that's great. And as you go to get up and Gragnar like sets it down to chill, you think for a second and you go, oh my God. And you turn around real slow as the idea of like napalm crosses your mind. Like napalm, like something that is considered a war crime in this world.
Wait, Ragnar, what did you say was in there again?
Fire brew and bones.
As well as that green sludge that is the waste of the insects.
Oh, I did add that in there.
Which we know is a slow burning chemical.
Unless it's a whole bunch of it packed into one place, because then it explodes.
Yeah, Gragnar, be very careful where you use that.
I mean, I'm not just gonna use it anywhere. Like, if we get in trouble or something needs to be lit on fire, boom, we got it.
No, you don't understand.
What don't I understand?
Up here in the above the where was Gragnar again? In like caves or something?
Yeah, I live
Ragnar
literally
technically
under a rock.
he lived in the Underdark. He lived in the upper layers of the Underdark.
See, up here in out of your rocks, you might as well be known as a terrorist for using that.
Don't know what a terrorist is. I should get a slingshot.
You know what? I'm gonna keep walking. You have fun with that.
Okay. Do you walk outside the room and keep watch, or because there is a chair sitting out there, or do you sit inside?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go outside and keep
So-
watch and
So you walk outside and you hear Gragnar giddily like setting it on the counter, like he's got his little test. As you close the door, you see what looks like a happy puppy. His tail is flicking side to side. He's got this big grin, this big toothy cobalt grin, as his eyes are wide, almost glazed over. Because he hasn't slept technically. You guys haven't really slept in a long time. He's been awake longer than anyone else now. And it's been about 3 days since y'all actually slept. And
God,
he is
we're all gonna die.
he is sitting there and he's like you see him take a pendant and put it underneath and you see ice build up and you're like, oh. It's that slow closing the door, like, oh. Click. Your last sight is Gragnar sitting there with his tail flicking, big smile and sickly. And you go to sit down in the chair. Roll your first watch for me.
Just straight 20.
Yep,
We
D20.
about to commit war crimes,
and if you-
baby.
Yeah, 20.
It's a nat 20?
Yeah.
Dope. So add your perception modifier to that.
Fuck, where's my perception?
It's under wisdom, second from the
Okay, so 21.
21.
21.
You sit there and you are wide awake. That little bit of a nap was more than you need, because you got essentially 6 hours sleep, which is more than you've gotten in most cases.
Mhm.
You're sitting and you're just kind of thinking about being so close to home and being to essentially a town you used to visit on a regular basis. You know, you can name some of the shopkeepers who work here because you were more personable than your family, rest of your family for the most part, other than your mother and your father, really. But you were raised more by your uncle and your mother than your own dad, which was common because they were the nobles and your dad married into the family.
It's like real life.
And so you're just kind of thinking about these things, but you're keeping watch. You do hear someone coming down the way, and it's a hooded figure who freezes as they see you. And you can see them bite their bottom lip as they get really quiet, and they just kind of shuffle real quick to their door. And it's the same door that Gragnar said someone was peeking at you guys from, and they just go in real quick and shut the door real fast.
I'm gonna, I guess, can I look around to make sure nobody else is looking?
Yeah, with your 21, because this counts for your whole view. This is you paying attention for the first, 3 hours of your watch. You look around. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm gonna kind of get up and kind of go over their door and kind of, I guess, try and listen.
You don't hear anything. Remember, the doors are actually really thick. They look like plywood doors, but they're
Right.
thick. It's very obvious that the doors themselves are designed to look cheap, but still function as silence. And you walk over to the door, and as you look at the door, you see that it suddenly is locked. In the time you got up to walk over there.
Cast detect magic.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm gonna do that.
As you detect magic, you don't see anything coming from or feel anything coming from that room. There is, however, a large feel of magic that with detect magic, you get to detect it and you get to detect the type of magic it is. Okay. Give me just a sec. I'm trying to remember what the spell type of magic it is.
Okay. God damn it, Gragnar.
First off, you do sense conjuration magic or elemental magic from the room.
Oh.
But you sense illusionary magic coming from down the hall where the exit is supposed to be.
Was it where that figure came from?
No, they came from up top, they walked inside the bar and came in. The opposite side of that, which is where you told the exit is, you sense illusionary magic coming from that direction.
Okay. I'm gonna leave this guy alone for now and I guess kind of take note of him, and then I'm gonna go over to the exit where the illusionary magic is.
As you begin to walk towards it, kind of looking side to side, it's gotten kind of dark in there. Okay. So for all intents and purposes, do you have dark vision or anything like that?
I believe I do. Yes.
Okay, so it's a grayscale for you because it's very little light in here, and the way that D&D works is it doesn't get darker; it turns into grayscale and then it goes black. Where
Okay.
you're at right now, it is grayscale, and you're looking around, and you walk to the end where this cabinet is, and you go to reach out to the cabinet, and the center of this illusionary magic that you're staring at shifts to the side, as if getting out of the way. Do you follow that with your eyes?
Wait, the cabinet shifts?
No. You look at the cabinet. You were told the cabinet hides the exit to the building.
Okay.
But as you walk up to it, you go to reach out to touch the cabinet, because that's where the illusionary magic seems to be coming from, and it's almost like an oval shape. It shifts to the side as if getting out of the way of you reaching out. Do you follow that with your eyes, where the pulsation of the illusionary magic is coming from?
Yeah.
As you do, you hear, well, shit. Hey
Is
there.
somebody here?
Well, that kind of hurts, doesn't it, princess? And all of a sudden, this kind of invisibility fades away. And standing before you is a black dragonborn with a tail. And you recognize this black dragonborn.
Is this the one that we fought?
Nope. This is Raksha. Raksha was one of the head guards for your mother.
What the hell are you doing here?
Hey. I'm not the one who walked in town with ash in my hair and thought that would be enough to hide me.
Were you sent by him?
Oh, gods, no. And you remember that he really liked your parents. He liked your dad. He liked your dad enough to pretend he wasn't in love with your mom, despite everyone knowing that he was very much infatuated with your mother. And he respected your mother and father enough that he was the third wheel and was essentially a guard. And it was kind of an open joke that, like, if your dad ever messed up, he would kick his ass.
Yeah.
But he also grew up with your dad. He grew up with your mother and your dad. And as a guard, he was someone who was eventually promoted to the point that he looked after your mother. And so it is very odd for him to be out a whole city away.
Oh, wait. No, wait. Because I remember that we read something in that journal that we found that either my mom or my dad was missing.
Your dad was marked out in a Inquisitor's journal, which the other names you recognize were individuals who had either gone missing or died.
Okay. So what were you going to say before I said that?
It's very odd for your mother's head guard to not be guarding her.
Aren't you supposed to be guarding Mom?
And he raises a finger and he goes, your uncle fired
Oh,
me.
here we go. Oh, he did?
Yeah, he
What did
fired
you-
me and tried to have me killed twice.
What did you do?
My job. He got physical with your mother and I slugged him. And it's at this point you also remember that he was a guard who was better off as a street thug than a guard most days. He was good at his job because he handled it without really. He was reactionary, is the best way to put it. And it would often cause discourse with your uncle.
He what?
He would often cause discourse with your uncle because of how rude he was to your mother.
Okay. Well, as much as I appreciate you trying to beat the shit out of him, but
he still has his hands up, like he's under arrest. He's got his hands up.
What happened between him and my mom?
And he gets really quiet for a second. And he kind of almost stares past you. When he removed you. When you left. Your mother was very happy for you. So was your father. Though, because of his commoner background, he wasn't really allowed to have a say. Your mother received your first and last letter to her when you left, when you met that young man.
Yeah.
Your uncle found out because he was going through your mother's things, keeping tabs on you. There's also the fact that your uncle, how do I put this? There's no one to take his place now. He has absolute authority. And when he used that absolute authority to lock your mother away, I kind of lost my shit. And I was immediately thrown 3 stories into Countdown. And he gets really quiet and he sits there and goes, I've been hanging out here for the past 3 weeks. And he nudges his head to the very last room before it actually goes into this space, into towards that exit.
Were you the one slinking around a second ago?
No, that's some half-elf. I've been keeping tabs on as well because they keep going out at night and only at night, and we all are living in a very shady space, but also it's pretty damn shady, but also pretty damn dumb to go out the front door when you're doing it.
I have so many questions right now, but I'm trying to keep watch.
I mean, I can help. And he kind of sits there and you realize that the clothing he's been wearing isn't good clothing. It is rags. It's essentially black rags and dirty rags. It almost looks like Gragnar's clothing when you first met him.
She's gonna look at him and say, so I know you say you've been kicked out and pretty much beaten the shit out of and all that, but I'm in a position right now where I don't know who to trust. How do I know I can trust you?
And he pulls out a document. 2 of them, actually. One he hands to you. And the other he unfolds. And it's an artistic representation of the king, your uncle. And he lays it on the floor. And you hear fumbling as he turns away and he pisses on the image.
Damn.
You do know that this is, like, handled by the death penalty, right?
I am very aware.
And he proceeds to just kind of finish relieving himself. And he spits on the image. He cleans himself up a little bit, and wipes his hands on his chest. That letter's from your mother. The last time I saw her. Or rather, The last time she snuck out before no one has seen her.
So she's missing too.
Not completely. From what I know, the last thing people know about what your mother's whereabouts is she was in a tower. However, there's rumors that she may have gotten out because of what happened to your dad.
That's my next question. I saw documents that he was crossed out of.
Your uncle's a bastard, right?
As we both know.
You were the only reason your father was allowed to be around. As little as it was. He was a commoner. As far as your uncle is considered, he had no lineage. And your mom became pregnant with you without his knowledge. This all stuff you know. You know. When you were born with scales, your white hair, marks of Bahamut, you were immediately given the birthright to the kingdom. No questions asked. Everyone assumed it would be so.
As it
Just because it's
has been for generations, yes.
not just generations, centuries. You gotta realize that no one had ever turned down the birthright before. No one.
I'm
You are
very
legitimately the
aware.
first. And as happy as it made us that you were taking your life in your own hands, your uncle was happier. You were going to be the person to take his place, and he did not find you worthy. We're both aware of that. So when you left, he did everything he could to make sure you can't come back. Your
Then why does
supporters,
it feel like he's trying to do everything he can to bring me back to the city?
it's not about you coming back, it's about you being controlled. He can't have the next heir of the kingdom be born in a barn somewhere or a hut. He can't control you or your kin who were born outside the kingdom. That's what he wants. He wants an heir he can mold, and he wants someone he can control. And because you weren't that, he was all too happy to get rid of you. But in the moment, he kind of forgot that, you still carry the blood. You were still chosen by Bahamut. And I can tell you right now, he's doing everything he can to make sure that when you do come back, you won't leave again.
Well, I think that's where we were headed after this.
I don't think you realize how much support you had in the kingdom.
Because it felt like I had no one.
Politically speaking, you had more than half of the kingdom on your side. People loved you. Politicians, the theocracy, they all loved you because you were brash. You exuded confidence. They didn't care for how you displayed that. After all, Dragonborn are about the clan. But they did thoroughly want you to lead because Bahamut chose you.
That reminds me, I did come in contact with someone.
And he tilts his head a bit. What do you mean?
It was a white dragon, but it wasn't Bahamut.
The white dragon. And he looks perplexed. He looks confused. Bahamut passes on the blessing as far as I know. The white dragon isn't the white dragon's inconsequential as far as I know. Like you met a dragon first off. And he looks very confused because dragons have not been seen in well over 500 years.
I know it sounds fucking insane, but
No, I believe you. Insane is your uncle.
yeah. And fuck, I'm trying to remember what he said. Where are my notes? Did I not take notes on what the fuck he said? Oh my god.
Roll a history.
Okay, history.
See if you remember, because it was very an emotional thing for you.
I got like a
Notes.
10.
What you can recall is that he stated you were his descendant. You were chosen and given the birthright by his choice.
He told me I was his descendant and I had a wait, what'd you say, birthright by choice?
Yeah, by his choice. He gave you the birthright.
And he gave me the birthright by choice. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. That's not what we're taught in the kingdom. And he looks genuinely confused and kind of worried because your uncle is the head of the kingdom as well as the theocracy, which means he is essentially, he's like a pope of sorts. He's in charge of the government and the religion. Your mother was originally in charge of the religious side of it, but she hasn't been seen apparently in a long while. And even before then, you know that she usually handled things from a distance, wanting people's faith to be their own.
And I don't know if you've seen my party at all, but we have a little kobold with us. He's also a descendant of a red dragon.
So you're in a party with another sorcerer.
Yes.
And he's looking very confused because, again, sorcerers are extremely rare. Your kingdom is one of the few where you could say, like, they're constant. And then you have Jindalia, which also has a blue sorceress born every few generations. So it's the fact that, like, it's very odd for there to be a red dragon sorcerer because no one has heard of a red dragon sorcerer in forever. That's something even you know, like when you were studying the history of sorcery and the history of the sorcerers that are chosen by lineage. The thing is that no one has seen a red dragon sorcerer in 300-400 years, almost as long as it's been since dragons have been seen. He looks at you. And he kind of looks down and he reaches into his pocket. And he pulls out a stone.
He's pulling his cock out.
And he hands it over to you. And the stone has a rune carved into it. Ascending stone.
How do I know it's not rigged somehow? Because the last time I took something, it did this to me, and she shows him her hand.
When did you piss off Kingdom United?
A few weeks ago.
And he raises his eyebrows. Details.
It's a long story. We can get into it another time.
And he kind of like rubs his face, and like you can see like his face get dragged down. good news is this could rub wrong on your uncle. The bad news is your uncle's been their lapdog since you left.
Yeah, I figured.
And it's a sending stone. It's meant to. He pulls out another stone and he holds out the one farther when he talks into it. And you know that that kind of like reverb that happens from walkie-talkies when they're too close. It's that. And he's like, it's like hello, 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 hello. He goes ah, and he just fucking pockets the one that he was.
All right. And then she just kind of takes it.
Oh. He sits there, he's like, look, that letter's from your mom. That document right there, that's from your mother.
Am I going to read things in here that I don't want to see?
And he goes, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't read it. It's not my business. My job was to protect your mother, not pull an uncle fucking asshole and read her shit. She told me that she wanted you to see this a week after I was kicked out.
And she just kind of opens up the letter and starts to read it.
And as you open it up, a pendant falls out. It hits the floor, and it is a gold pendant of Bahamut. It's your mother's pendant. She always wore it every single day. But it looks newer. And as you pick it up, on the back, instead of having your mother's name in Draconic, it has yours. It appears to be something she had made for you.
Ow, you are
It is
clawing the shit
about
out
the
of me.
size of a. It's a little bit bigger than the gold coins in D&D, so it's about yay big in comparison. So it is a golden pendant with Bahamut carved onto it, and when you turn it over in Draconic, it has your name, but it also has something else, kind of almost lightly sketched into it. If you tilt it in the light, what little light there is, you see that it says your name, Seraphina, daughter of the White Dragon.
So, does she know something?
Read the letter.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
All right. So you open the letter up, and as you read the letter, first thing first, it says that she misses you. Hello, my darling Seraphina. I'm writing you this letter as I finally have an opportunity to get something out to you. Your uncle didn't realize what freedom he was giving me by dismissing my dear friend here. This is going to be a long letter, and I recommend reading just this first part initially and taking some time to think. I fear your uncle plans on dismissing your father at best and at worst, ending his life. He's become a lackey to the Kingdom United, a servant who, as far as I can tell, is doing some sort of research. We've received people, not just items, but living people that he takes to the basement and I never see again. He doesn't even hide it anymore. He talks about his research and he talks about the ability to replicate the God's will.
Gross.
But there's something I need to tell you about who you are. Bahamut does, in fact, choose the heir. But he does so through his kin, his children. The White Dragon chose you. And he is a fickle sort. You would have been not just the next priestess, but the queen of this country, as no one else was born with the ability to become the king. That's not something we told you outright, but it was something we kept from you because I knew the pressures that you were having. I knew you didn't want this. I was so happy when you found someone, and then your uncle sent people out, and I tried to stop him, and it got me locked away for a month. He's running this place like a madman, and he will not let you go. I'm going away. Dragonborn aren't from this place, my child. Part of our history long forgotten is that we come from a different world, a different plane, and that the closest family we have here are the kobolds of the Underdark. I will be going there. I'll be going to the place where the kobolds live. And I will do my best to hide there and try to find allies.
No.
Because none will help me here. Your uncle has removed everyone through the Kingdom United. And those that stayed are not themselves. They act listlessly. They act as if their minds have faded and they're mere puppets. The food tastes odd. The drink tastes odd. It burns. But my body rejects it, and yet I still live. I believe it is the White Dragon looking after us, Bahamut himself as well. I know you were never one for the faith. But I dream. I dream, and I see you coming back with others. And I see a bloody war ahead of you. Be careful, my child. If you receive this letter, I want you to know that I love you. I will be at Darakivan, in the deepest pits they have there. And with me goes the magic of our people. Your uncle will no longer be able to create Dragonborn. And that is the strongest thing I can take from him.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
I love you.
Oh,
Be safe.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. So either
And
her
be
mom's...
blessed, my child.
Fuck.
And that is the end of the first letter.
Either her mom is fucking dead.
She's gonna put away the rest and look to what was his name again?
Let me go ahead and pull up my notes.
Travis McDougal, that's his name. Either
I
her
didn't write
mom...
it down, I just said it. God damn it. All right. We'll call him Garam.
Garam. Okay. She's gonna look up the
Geram.
G-E-R.
Yeah, Geram. Garam.
Oh, fuck.
Garam.
Either her mom's dead.
She's
and
gonna
somebody
look up
took
the
her
Garam,
magic,
or
or her
Garam,
mom's doing
and
some fuck
say,
shit.
"You're coming with me."
Yes, ma'am. And he just kind of sits there. And he's like, I mean, I've been kind of sitting in a hole in a basement / sewer. This looks like it's a remodeled sewer for the past 3 months. So
That's fine. I'll pay for you to get cleaned up. Whatever you need, you're coming with me.
Oh, okay. Can I ask a question?
Depends on what it is.
Why are you hanging with the Goblin King's girlfriend?
Oh, that's right. She's with us.
And he just sits there, he looks at you, and you're just like, how the fuck?
Oh yeah, he's been helping us. Well, before he got taken by the kingdom. I told her that if she helps me, well, actually, can I make sure that there's now that all this was aired out, I guess it's too late, but can I make sure nobody else is like kind of listening?
I mean, you can look around real quick. What's your passive perception?
It is 11.
Okay. So right now, because you're talking with him, you're just kind of glancing real quickly. We're going to use your passive. You look around, you don't see anyone. That door is still closed that you saw them from. You're at the farthest end, so even with dark vision, people would have a hard time hearing you or seeing you. Listening's a little bit easier because this area is kind of, it's not echoey, it's a stone hallway.
No, it's too dark. I can't hear
But
you.
it does seem quieter than most like stone hallways or caves you've been in before. It seems fine.
She's gonna lean in and it's like, I told her if she helps me, or I told her that I would help her get Vaughn. I told her I would help her get Vaughn back if she helps me kill my uncle.
Dope, like mother, like daughter. And he sits there and he begins to like walk by.
You're gonna help me, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your uncle's ass. We're gonna get Vonnie back because he's not half bad dude. And we're gonna go from there. And you realize he's talking as if he knows Vaughn.
Wait. You know Vaughn?
Vonnie, yeah. I've never met his girl, but he carries around a big ass picture of her. He keeps like folded in his jacket. When he feels comfortable, he flashes it, talks about how beautiful she is.
Oh, that's
Oh.
real
It's
gay.
it's adorable, but also just kind of like you're a goblin king. And yeah, I know him. Your mom used to donate to his cause.
Oh. Well,
Your
that makes
uncle
it
has
easier.
no fucking clue. And in reality, how do I put this?
Meow? Meow. Meow. Hi, Mimi.
And he stops for a second. He's like trying to think of how to word this. Your mom is an honorary goblin.
What now?
An honorary goblin.
Since when?
Since like she was 6.
Nincompoop in the motherfucking building.
Why haven't I known about this?
Because it's not something you tell people because your uncle's an ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Goblins have a tendency to adopt people who help them out and treat them like family. It's not a well-known thing, but like, you know, it's kind of like you, I guess. And he sits there and he goes, and it's almost like he's contemplating how much to say. You're like a family to me, and it almost looks like it's painful for him to say it. Like he's trying to be more open and emotional. And he's not used to it.
Well, don't sound so forced when you say it. Damn.
Thank you, I won't. And he just walks to your room. He's like, you want
Alright, well,
that, or do you want me to?
You know, here, take some gold, get cleaned up. We can talk in the morning.
Oh shit! How much gold do you hand him?
I'm gonna hand him 50.
Damn.
You hand him 50 gold, and he goes, "What the fuck?"
Hey, what's up? What's up?
He
What's
literally pops up. He's like, "That's so heavy. What the fuck? Why is this so like copper? Oh my god!
What's up, Raider? What's up? What's
Where
up?
did you
Thanks
get
for the
this much
raid.
money?"
I
Welcome,
kept
Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Literal Demon.
my
I'm a
God,
Void
you
Demon
robbed your
variety
uncle.
streamer, and we're playing
I-
D&D today.
no.
What's up?
As
I'm not
tempting as
against
it
it.
was.
I'm not against it.
As tempting as it was, I saved it
Your local
from
boy.
when I
Welcome,
left,
local
and I've just
boy.
kind of had it since.
I'm your
He
Loki
sits there, and it's like
demon.
it's been
Shapeshifter,
forever
you know,
since he's
happy
seen a
fun
gold
times.
piece, let
Thank
alone
you,
this
Boney.
much. And he's just kind of like, I'm eating a full breakfast.
Yeah, don't spend it all on one thing. Make sure you get cleaned up, get whatever you need, and then yeah.
And he,
If I find out you leave, I will find you.
where the fuck am I gonna go?
I don't know. I don't know your life.
I'm sorry your uncle jaded you so much. I used to play catch with you when you were like 5.
I'm aware, but also you forget that I am an enemy to the kingdom now, and I don't know who to trust. And I know you pissed on his picture, but
I'll
anyway,
do it again.
Anyway, get cleaned up. If you
Okay.
leave, I will find you, and you're coming with us anyway.
Okay. Fuck. All right. He goes and he goes to walk out the front. And he's like, no, and he turns around. And he goes out the back end like he's supposed to. He was so thrown by the amount of money he threw at him. You finish your watch and you don't notice anything else, and you go to enter the room. Gragnar, did you even go to bed, or were you sitting staring at your masterpiece all night?
Oh no, I'm literally gonna wait for that shit to be done, and I was immediately going to finish it.
So as you walk in, you see Gragnar standing in front of this shot glass size
My
test,
God.
and his tail hasn't stopped wagging. It's like nothing has changed, and he's just glowing eyes. He looks tired. And it is now going to be officially morning because you both did 12-hour. You essentially did 12-hour shifts. Sam,
He's still alive.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
you wake up. I need you to roll just a flat 20 for me.
Okay.
That's called
Hold
a
on.
coin. Yeah, exactly, man.
17?
Okay. You slept fucking great. You weren't woken up for a watch, so
She
you're
needed it.
you're the only person who got a full night's rest. And so Seraphina, you got 6 hours, which I will count as a long rest purely for the fact of you technically napped before you got there and you napped here and you took downtime. So you have it. Gragnar, take a level of exhaustion because you haven't slept in 3 days. I was going to let it go, but I can't let it go any further. I purposely didn't give you.
Ragnar.
Yeah, I purposely didn't give you a level of exhaustion for 2 days because I was like, they're going to sleep now. They're safe. They're someplace grand. And Gragnar stays up all fucking night being a fucking mad scientist.
Ragnar and be like, how long has it been since you last slept?
I slept the other day.
Okay.
That's not
I think
technically a lie.
she's gonna walk over and kind of push away his little alchemy set and be like, you need to
done. No,
you need to sleep.
I'm not even tired. It's fine. I need to work on this so we can have more stuff to work on.
Oh my god. What even time is it? Is
It
it time
is-
for my watch?
It's 6 in the morning.
What
You
the
weren't-
fuck? 6 in the morning?
We did.
You weren't
turn
woken
in
up for
You
a
guys
watch.
haven't gotten down this whole point of watches, have you? Why don't you wake me up?
Oh, I kind of got distracted.
By what happened?
I met an old friend.
Who? We're kind of in hiding, you know.
Yeah, but he's also kind of against my uncle, and now he's gonna help us. I gave him some gold so he can go clean up, and he kind of smelled.
I'm just gonna quietly grab my jar and try and go under the bed.
So,
Roll a stealth check while they're talking.
Can I roll a counter stealth?
Well, you were facing it, now you're facing away because you're facing them. So it depends on how much he fucks this up.
Oh, cool. I actually rolled decent. Am I good at stealth? No, I'm not proficient in it. We're fine, though, because I have decent dex. That is a 15.
So he grabs it quietly as you're talking, and as you go to turn around to look at the table, he moves almost in sync with that, and suddenly it's all gone, and you turn around and you just see a tail sticking out from underneath the bed.
You know what? If you're tired, I don't want to hear shit.
I'm not tired.
So-
I'm fine. I slept the other day. I got shit to do. And I don't want to sleep, so we're fine.
Let me just real quick check something while y'all talk.
So let me get this straight real quick. So you spent your watch talking to a familiar stinky hobo from your past and gave him gold to go clean up?
Well, yeah, but he's gonna help us.
How?
He's got connections, I'm sure.
You have
He's a
disadvantage
hobo.
on
What
ability
kind of
checks,
connections does
Gragnar.
he have?
Cool,
A
I already
soup
have that
kitchen?
because of sunlight.
Wait, what?
Oh, I was telling
So
him he
what-
has disadvantage. Sorry.
What'd you say,
What
Sam?
kind- What kind of advantage? What kind of connections does he have? A soup kitchen?
He's an ex-guard for my uncle.
Your mother.
Or my uncle. Or my mother, but he worked under my uncle.
He was
Ah.
the head security for your mother's protection, which means he was in charge of protecting the head of the religious side of your kingdom.
And we know we can trust him. Like,
He pissed on my grandpa's picture, and that's a penalty of death.
kick ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we're good.
The picture's still
But I
sitting
told
in
him
the
if he
corner if y'all
kinda-
want to show it off.
Oh my god. Is that why it
It's,
smells like piss in here?
Smell it.
But then I told him if he slinked off without me knowing, I will find him. So
Okay, cool. So is he just part of the party now? Is that what's happening?
kinda. He's kind of like what the fuck is her name? Vaughn's wife. But
Oh, we're not married, but
Viera.
thank you. And you look over, you see Viera is like rolling over. Her hair is a mess.
I constantly
Like
forget shit
like
with
think
this.
think Frozen when what's her name woke up.
Ow, fuck me, god damn it.
Oh, you're
She's-
awake.
Yeah, I woke
Good
up
morning.
to. Oh, I've been awake for about an hour. Gragnar started laughing maniacally, and I couldn't sleep. It was very worrisome.
That's fine.
Am I the only one who fucking slept around here?
Oh,
I
I
don't
know.
get me wrong,
I
I feel
got
fucking
a
great.
full rest.
Cool.
Like I slept like 11 hours, which is great. It's been and she looks exhausted by like emotional status. She looks like she's well rested, but she look like, it's just kind of nice having a bed. And she kind of looks at the pillow next to her, and she's still half asleep. So like it's very obvious. It's nice having a bed, but I kind of miss my better half or my other half.
Oh yeah, the person that I met also knows Vaughn.
The head guard of your mother knows Vaughn.
Yeah, I was surprised too. Apparently they're not close, but they know each other.
And she sits there confused because
She
it's
kept calling him Vonnie.
Vaughny. And she sits up and she goes, "Oh my God, the Black Dragonborn.
Yeah, him.
He hates that nickname."
Oh,
And she kind of laughs a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be great. He's gonna be saved by the one person he did not want to run into. Oh. And she gets up and she like pulls that same black box that she had, that metal box that did all your hair and makeup, and she like opens it and she sets a little mirror out and she starts getting ready for the day as
Oh
she's
my
talking
God.
with you guys.
wait, so they don't like each other?
No. What was his name? German Garmin
Aaron? Garum?
Garum loves Vonnie. Vonnie was annoyed with him because he's the only person who ever snuck up on him.
Oh.
And it was always with donations from someone, and I assume that's your mother?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, then I have all the more reason to help you. All right, let's get this shit on the road. What's the plan for the day?
Well, we need to go find Garam because I sent him off with some gold to go get cleaned up and stuff. So I'm assuming he's somewhere in town getting cleaned up, getting whatever he needs.
Speaking of cleaned up, and I'm gonna look her like up and down. I was like, I like the digs.
Oh yeah, I told her to make me look like a slutty pirate like you.
I'm gonna process that
I meant that as a
because
compliment,
Santa's
I
ego
swear.
parts flattered
There's a lot to unpack
and
there.
insulted.
I swear I
gonna
meant that
just-
as a compliment.
I'm just
And-
gonna kind of curl my lips at her and be like, "Looking good, kid. Awesome."
Viera is grinning ear to ear. You can see the reflection of the mirror. Like they're trying to hide their face, but they're laughing as they brush their hair out.
Is Snack awake? Or is she still sawing logs?
Snack is sawing heavy logs, okay? Like 500-year-old oak tree logs.
I
Damn.
think we'll be okay with leaving her here for the day.
No. We got too much shit on our hands. We need all party awake. I'm going to take my boots, because I'm already, like, steamed with being called a slut, and I just woke up from a good ass sleep. I'm gonna take my non-steel boot, and I'm gonna kick that bitch in the butt and be like, "Get up, lord ass."
Damn.
And for purposes of the story, Snack will be with you, but Snack will not be reactionary or anything like that because I'm not going to play someone else's character. So what essentially happens is you kick them and they Gary's mod T-pose.
Oh my god.
Great.
Just straight up Gary's
She's in a
mod
great mood
T-pose.
today.
Yes,
Snack,
it is
you
right.
a
Snack hip crusher. I am normal.
Whatever you say, Snack.
Oh god, that's
Oh my
funny
God.
as shit. God damn.
So do we want to go look for Garam?
Yeah, let's go find this guy.
Oh yeah, also there was some weird guy like slinking around outside. Garam said he was some half elf that only goes out at night, but I don't know if that's anything we want to look at later or
We'll add that to the list. Bottom of the list.
okay. I mean, he seemed kind of put off whenever I saw him, but I mean, it was kind of weird.
Well,
but
look at a slut like you do. I don't blame him.
well, thank you.
And I'm just gonna kind of like look her up and down again and like roll my eyes and continue out the door.
I can tell you right
He's gonna-
now, like you're so conflicted just by the basis of you were called a slutty pirate, but she wanted to emulate that. She wanted to be that kind of hot. So it's like, is it a compliment? Is it backhanded? You know it's not backhanded, but it feels backhanded.
I know it's not like she would know it's not meant to be backhanded.
But it feels backhanded.
Seraphina's gonna look
Taking it up
to
the ass. Like that's
Seraphina's gonna look to Vieta and be like, "Did I say something wrong?"
Honey, there are only two situations where a woman likes to be called slutty. It's in the middle of sex, nasty, dirty, grimy sex, or when it's about to be sex.
Oh, but I thought that's what she did already.
Are you going to fuck her?
No.
How long have you known her?
A few days.
Not long enough to call her a slutty pirate. It's okay.
Well-
You're a noble. You have no sense of couth.
The fuck's couth?
you're rich. Your arrogance is valid. Because
I said it
Like I meant
nicer.
it as a compliment.
And essentially what ends up happening is Vieira is now like almost done. She's now got her hair up exactly like you see in the art for Vieira.
I forgot what she was.
So if you take a look at the character art and things like that, like Vieira has her hair exactly like what's shown in her art. God, if I can fucking scroll up fast enough.
Like
God.
all the way up there.
Yeah, oh my god, it is. Oh lord. Oh, it's not in there.
Yeah, it's not even in here. Where is it?
Ooh,
What the fuck?
ooh.
Oh well, we'll find it later.
I hope that channel didn't somehow get accidentally deleted because I put the NPCs
I
in
think
it.
it's in DM announcements or the general chat, but we can find it later.
Yeah, we'll find it later. But the artwork there is what Vieira looks like, you know, with their hair up in a really nice bun that kind of weaves. They are essentially ready to go. And you see that Vieira also, like, their clothes that they slept in still look pristine. Like, Vieira didn't sweat or toss around too much. Vieira still looks really good in, like, their black and violet clothing. And then Vieira pulls something out of a small case, something that you haven't seen her use before or wear before. And it's an earring. It is a long, almost metal rectangular earring. And it looks like a tarot card. And it says the Fool on the bottom. And they put it in their ear and they kind of caress it. And then they proceed to put everything away and leave it in the room. She leaves her makeup and everything in the room.
Okay.
So, where are we going?
To find Garum.
Did you set a meeting place with him?
No, I sent him off with gold and told him to, clean up and stuff.
And Vieira, like, looks at you. You hear Gragnar giggling. And Sam kind of, like, chuckles a little bit. Like, the what you just heard was them. And...
But I told him if he just left, I would find him.
Well, how are we supposed to find him?
I'm sure we have ways, right, Vieira?
He gave you no way of contacting him?
Oh, wait, he gave me the sending stone.
There it is. Okay.
Get out of my dice box! My god,
I say, how about we start at the breakfast table?
We can do that.
Okay, do you
And
choose to
then
go
I
out the
call you?
back or the front end?
The back end.
Wait, but
Guess
don't,
we're
like-
going through the-
I mean, but okay.
Aram said never go out the front.
I know, but then we're gonna go out the back just to come back in the front to get breakfast.
No. We go to the end of the hallway, grab breakfast. It gets delivered.
I wasn't paying attention. I just knew we were getting breakfast.
So it's been about 30 minutes of y'all being awake. It's about 6:30 in the morning. And as Sam says that, there's a knock at your door.
Sam, do you
Come
want to
in.
do that?
And it is... The door swings open, and there is a like wood elf, bright red hair pulled back into a bun. They're in what looks like a sleeveless tank top with a apron put on top, and they are holding an entire plate of like bread, porridge, breakfast porridge, vegetables, and meat. And they are drop dead gorgeous, except for half their face is fucking seared. Like, it looks like a fire broke out and burnt half their face away. And they have freckles on one side. At one point, you could tell that they were a very attractive, like, elven individual, but you can't tell whether they're male or female. They walk in, they set up the tray, they put the food down, and then they sign to you that here's your food.
Would Sam remember him? Like, would she know him?
Sam, you recognize them. They are someone who the bar has taken in and has worked at the bar for as long as you can remember. like
Okay.
longer than you could see. So they are much older than they look, but they
Gotcha.
have never spoken to you, and they're
Would I know their
standing.
name?
Yes, their name is Dredrick.
Dredrick. Okay.
Yeah, it's spelled like dread, Dread, then Drick, Drick.
Okay. So he'll
And
come and be like,
all right, go ahead.
"Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You go right ahead."
Oh, they stand there with their hand out as if like waiting for something.
I'm gonna give her a single gold.
They take it, they pick it up, and then they go ahead and they move their hand and they go, and it's gone.
I love how your hand disappeared when you did that.
And then they go ahead and they reach behind your ear and they come back with 3 more gold and they pocket it and walk away.
I'm gonna check my pocket.
You are short 4 gold.
How dare them?
And I'm like, don't. They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot.
You also stop them because, Sam, you've seen this one elf throw out like 300-pound men outside the building.
Yeah. And I'm like, they steal from everybody. It's a party trick. We're having fun. See, fun. Thank you, Dreddy.
And they turn around and they wink at you, Sam, and they then proceed to just walk away. And you see that they're passing food to each room.
Do we have like loaves of bread?
You have 5 loaves of bread there. You have 2 whole pieces of chicken, like whole chickens. And then you have vegetables, fruit, and porridge.
Okay, so Gragnar's about to make the most disgusting thing ever. So I'm gonna crawl from under the bed. He's gonna grab like a loaf of bread. He like bites the top off of one of them and like pretty much pulls out like the extra bread in the middle and just starts dumping the various foods into the hollowed out bread.
Oh my god.
Gragnar's bread bowl has been born. You throw veggies, you throw fruit, you throw the porridge, you throw a chicken leg,
Oh.
and you stuff the bread back on it, and like the piece you bit off, you're still eating, but you stuff it full, and you're just like, yeah.
Like this was solely so he could eat with one hand and keep mixing his fucking shit with the other.
Ragnar's sandwich.
Seraphina's gonna just kind of take whatever she could eat and then put the rest away for later.
Okay. You guys eat your fill, and essentially what you have left over, you have about a ration apiece for each other. So whatever you don't finish eating, like I would say the fruits and the vegetables, you can essentially stick in your pouches or something like that wrapped up.
I'm gonna take out my sending stone and talk into it, I guess. Be like, Garrett. Garrett!
Shit, fuck. And you hear him go, oh, what the fuck? Yes!
Where are you at?
I am just now getting done washing up at an actually really nice place I haven't been to in a long time. A bathhouse.
Great, we're gonna meet up.
Okay. Well, I haven't gotten clothes yet. There's a tailor and he. Sorry, I'm going to the map now, so I can go ahead and pull it up so y'all can look at it. No, stop it! Fucking hell! Look at it! Look at it!
Look at it!
He is at the. He's telling you he'll meet you at the market. As it is the weekend now, it's Saturday, so the market's going to be full of people. He's like, it's the best place to go ahead and buy clothing, get shit done.
Oh, do you know any other places that may have like magical items and stuff?
Oh yeah,
Be useful for what we're doing.
Rogues District. Let's see. And any of the market areas? Do you guys know anything about this town? I know you visited years ago, but do you remember where the 3 markets are?
Is that in character or out of character?
This is in character. He's talking to you in character over the stone.
Do I remember?
Roll a history check. Yay!
I got a nat 1.
You don't remember a goddamn thing.
I sure don't remember anything. It's been a very long time. Hi, Bob.
Hey.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa.
Yeah. You sit there. You fumble for like a good 5 seconds, like
It's been a very long time.
You guys, go upstairs. Ask where Northern Market is. I will meet you at the center of Northern Market, where the water system, the big fucking well that they have here.
I think there was somewhere where we weren't supposed to go.
What do you mean?
Sam got a letter from somebody saying that someone would probably be waiting for her at somewhere.
I feel like it was the Southern Docks. I don't remember why, but
It was either the Northern or the Southern Docks.
So it's the Northern Docks where y'all are staying.
Oh, yeah.
Because y'all went to this place before you opened the letter.
Okay, and that's why I had to... Okay, I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I will see you at the center of the market. In the center of the market is a big old well that's it's a fancy well. People go there, they throw coins in, things like that.
What did you say it was? It was the...
It's Northern Market. Just go to the top, go upstairs, and he's like holding the phone. Go up the stairs, talk to the front desk, tell them you're going to the Northern Market. They will get you to the Northern Market. Also, you said that you're here with someone who's been here before. The slutty pirate. Have them lead you to the Northern Market.
She's gonna kind of look at Sam with this awkward smile.
Sam is looking at you pissed.
And you hear over the sending stone. I'm not one to judge. I'm all for that free love. But meet at the Northern Market.
Okay, thanks.
Also, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is a slutty pirate?
He's gonna kind of glance at Sam. I'll give her a 9.
Pretty good.
Sam's gonna shake her head at that.
All right, well, I will see y'all there, and I will try to look pretty enough for a 9.
I saw a 0.5, but okay.
And you hear him say, "Well, I'm going to try to look pretty enough for the 9, so I'll meet y'all there."
Oh my god.
I thought she's gonna stop him real quick and be like, "I thought you liked my mom."
How the fuck I did?
And she's gonna hang up.
I respect your father. Click.
So, question: if we're going to the market, cause I'm not gonna lie, I need a new backpack. Like, I need something bigger. Like,
Gregnar. By the way, it is now 7:30, 8 o'clock. It is done chilling.
oh, he's mixing. I'm mixing this as he's talking.
Oh, you're making your next batch?
Cause I have to mix in the
No, it's all done. It's just got to sit.
Oh, okay.
It's got to gelify.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't want it full gel. I'm looking for like jam consistency. So, I need a new backpack. This one's getting full, and there's a lot of valuable things in here that I don't feel comfortable taking into a crowded market district.
Well, then leave it here.
How am I going to buy things if I leave it here?
Well, I mean, you can take the things out that you need and then leave the rest here, and then while we go get a new backpack.
Oh, also, am I allowed to buy things? Because I've noticed a worrying trend of racism in some of these towns where I'm like considered property or something.
Sam, you know that he would be completely fine here. It's not that kobolds are commonplace, but everyone is kind of this is a true merchant's town. Like,
Also, I will be right back and use the restroom real quick.
Wow. Very good. Oh no, honey, they're woke here. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
They're woke here.
Cause I need like a bigger backpack. Like I just imagine like Ragnar's backpack as just all like it's like overflowing.
Oh, it's overflowing.
With the amount of shit that I have in here. I think the funny thing is one of the things that's poking out of here. What was the fucking? Because I got a freaking trophy because of my like background. What was it? I think it was a fucking.
Can we canonically make it like the backpack you have now is a Dora the Explorer backpack? Like that's what you have now.
So like he has
equivalent.
he has like a part of an actual cockatrice in his fucking like bag.
Yeah, it's literally a cockatrice tail.
Yeah, he has the
Out
tail
of
of
the Explorer backpack.
Yeah, so he's got feathers sticking out. There's like very obviously like a silver plate sticking out one end. He's got like what looks. Oh, you did. You got rid of that, and you also gave them part of your gems and stuff. But
would you like me to list off everything in my backpack full of bullshit?
Oh my god.
List off your top 5 favorites.
Top 5.
I'm not having you spend 10 minutes listing the shit you've been grabbing up.
That much.
Bullshit. List your top 5.
Top 5. We have
like 5 bologna sandwiches.
The top 5 things that I have are the hunting trap, cockatrice tail. I got crossbow bolts, fester bolts, advanced fester bolts, an arcane focus, a map of local cities, and then it goes on and on and on.
Oh, that's right. You did get random maps. Like you found like random maps that the Inquisitor had of different cities.
Yep.
This is not one of them, by the way. You don't have a map for this city. Well, actually, you know what? You do. Fuck it. You got a map of this city. So, like, you just now are searching through it, talking about how heavy it is. And you're like, oh, shit, there's a map of this place.
Like, oh, here, we can use this.
You hand it over to Sam.
So, this will be great. If I could make a suggestion, I think it might be best if me and Snack stay here and not make tracks in broad daylight. Because even us leaving the back door would be risky. So we can send you 3 to do some shopping, retrieve your friends, come back here, and then we'll move. When we're actually ready to move, that's when me and Snack will go with you.
Okay.
And
Are you going to stay here so you and Snack can do the second times?
Vieira looks at you and goes, no, we need our guide. She can't remember shit. He's never been here. I've only ever traveled underground.
It's fine. We have a map.
And what she does, she goes ahead and she pulls out, for the first time ever, you guys see her pull out a wand.
Thanks for the raid, lol. Thanks for the raid.
You use a wand?
It's a wand of true polymorph.
Oh, fancy smancy.
I have 6 charges, and after that, it's useless. It used to have 12, and then we had to turn some city guards into mice. I didn't really want to use it, but we don't really have time to like sit here. What do you want to look like, honey?
Surprise
look like me. Look like me.
I've never had
Like
that
slutty,
Look like me. Look
slutty
like
noble.
me.
She goes ahead and she casts True Polymorph on you.
Wow.
And you stay the same height because changing height and things like that could have an effect on how well you can handle things and walk around.
Changing me or Sam?
She's changing Sam.
Oh, I thought she was changing me. I was like, wait, no.
Your hair gets even longer, Sam, as it goes past your butt. You get freckles across your face, and the scars that were on your body from before fade away. Okay. You see that your hands, which are rough from working the sea, get soft, and she shows you a mirror, and you have lost probably about 10 years. You look like you look no older than like your late teens, early 20s.
How the fuck do I do that?
I look in the mirror, I'm like, well, shit. And then I stop in my tracks and turn over to Seraphina. I'm like, this is what a slut looks like. And then I walk towards the door.
I do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a bunch of shit out. I'm just gonna start taking
Go
shit out
ahead.
of my backpack.
I'm good. I'm gonna be doing this for a little bit longer. So what I'll do is I'll get food after I'm done. I'll probably swing Mickey D's, get something for 10. But get what you guys need so you guys can eat. No problem. So you essentially look like you, but again, much younger. And you're pretty happy with that, I assume. Like you're looking like you back in the heyday when you would run around town late at night causing all sorts of havoc and fun.
Slutting around town.
Vieira hands you a hair tie so that you can actually go ahead and tie up your hair if you see fit. But it runs past the center of your back to the lower half, where like the upper part of your calves actually is how long that hair gets.
Oh shit, okay. I'll probably put it in like a loose like braid and like have it just popped over my shoulder.
Okay.
Just for utility's sake.
Once you braid it, it actually goes down a little past your waist, but like it's fully braided. You've got this big, luscious braid of black hair that runs down your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Your clothes, how do I put this? They fit a little tighter around your hips and your chest.
Huh.
You're a bit more voluptuous.
Mm-hmm. A little perkier.
Yeah, a little perkier and a little thicker. But it feels like muscle. It feels like muscle thick. Like
Damn.
Not cellulite thick.
correct.
Like-
It's very obvious. It's very obvious that like this is you at your peak when you was going around town flirting with all sorts of folk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, she's feeling great.
all right. And she sticks that away. That will last the day. And I'm telling y'all right now, we only have 5 of those left, and I don't really want to use them unless absolutely necessary.
And Snack just gets like a fake mustache. Like that's what they get.
Yeah. Snack gets a fake mustache and is T-posing in the distance.
Wall glitching. Oh, Snack. Alright, I'm gonna start taking a bunch of shit out of my backpack and literally just put it under the bed.
Oh my god.
And remember, you can lock the door, and the door has these heavy. When on the inside of the door, you can actually see that it has these heavy bolt locks that are about as thick as a forearm that go into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are some serious doors that aren't meant to be fucked with.
Lit. Cause I'm gonna keep all the things that are worth money on me, minus the big emerald necklace thingy.
And Sam, you do know that if he has, you do know and can tell him that the Roads District is the best place to get rid of items that aren't necessarily kosher.
So I will say, if you need to drop any of that, like where we're going is going to be the best place to do it.
I think I only have one thing I really need to get rid of. Well, not rid of. I just need more money. Because I'm still trying to... He'll, like, pull out the 3 gold bars I have in my fucking bag. Because I needed to do something with these, because I don't think I can just
That is the first time y'all are ever seeing those 3 gold bars, by the way.
I ogle at them, and I'm like, dude, are you asking to get jumped?
That's why I said I need a new backpack, because I have lots of crazy shit in here. I had a bunch of loose gems in here, but I gave them to Snacknar.
He also made a war crime item, essentially.
Oh, what? Is that where you were staying up all night doing?
It's fire jelly. It's fine.
It's napalm.
Fire jelly, napalm.
You are walking around here with 3 gold bricks and napalm?
I mean, I'm leaving the fire jelly here. I'm taking the 3 gold bricks with me so I can turn them into money. I don't know how much they're worth, but...
I'm a.
Seraphina,
You're lucky. I'm feeling fit and I'm
Seraphina,
looking real good.
and Sam,
Yes.
as he's holding those 3 bars, you recognize that they have the emblem of the Kingdom United stamped on them. This is not something you could sell at a regular market. You would have to go to the Rogues District to get rid of those.
Jesus.
They are marked as actual, like, somehow Gragnar, and again, y'all didn't know he got this, but like somehow Gragnar has 3 gold bars which are labeled as items owned by the Kingdom United.
Gragnar.
Damn
I
currency.
mean, I have a okay. If we're gonna start listing off contraband in my backpack, like this is the least of our problems. I have that mystery letter from the fucking dude about them smuggling shit back in, I think Tanat or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's pretty damning evidence I'm not supposed to have. I have a Dragonstone key. Pretty sure I'm also not supposed to have this. I had this fancy hat that has a toupee attached to it. I don't know about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep wearing
You
it.
should
though.
probably put that on.
He hasn't taken it off.
Oh,
Okay. All the shit that you need to get rid of, put in your pockets. Do you have pockets?
No, I have the new leather armor that the goblin lady gave to us. I'm just assuming it doesn't have pockets.
It doesn't have pockets. It has a pouch on the side that you can put things in. It could probably hold about 20 pieces of gold or silver, or like.
But not all the needs to drop right now.
No, not all he needs to drop.
Okay, so I got a better
Okay.
idea. This is what we're gonna do. He's just, like I said, I take a bunch of shit out of my backpack. He puts the 3 gold bars in the backpack. I still have the feather hat on. Well, he thinks about putting the jar in the backpack that's full of fire jelly, and then just slides it under the bed.
You still also have that black one, the one that
Oh
looks
no,
black.
I never left the bag. I'm not saying anything
Sam is
about
gonna kneel down to his level, and I'm gonna be like, look here. You take that old backpack of yours, you put in all the shit we're getting rid of,
That's what I'm doing.
and you don't take it out until we get down to the South District.
Who the fuck runs around with gold
So
bars in their
help me.
hand? I'm ignorant, not a moron.
I don't
Well,
know
I-
what those grubby little hands are gonna play with while we're trekking
Not
down
what,
south.
Ragnar?
south side.
I'm ignorant, not what, Gragnar? That was a hard in at the beginning of that.
I'm ignorant, not a moron.
Negativity.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll put like the salt cube and all the other random shit back under the bed.
are we ready?
Yeah, I think the only thing I really need to take with me is the 3 gold bars and my experiment that I'm not telling anybody about that's staying in the bag.
You never pulled it out, so there's no way people would know it's there.
And the 50 gold that I have on me. I'm literally going to wear my backpack backwards and just hug it as we're walking.
Boy.
See, like, I feel like the speech that Sam's giving you is like the Sandra Bullock speech in Bird Box. Where I'm like, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough.
Oh my god.
You're gonna listen to me.
Or you're gonna die trying.
Or you're gonna die, or we are going to die. Do you hear me?
I feel like that's a bit extreme.
It's really not.
It is now like 8:30. You all have been sitting here. Gragnar's been debating what to take, and y'all been trying to make sure this man doesn't take a war crime outside. And so y'all finally start heading out, and it'll take you about 30 minutes to get across town to the market district alone. This is a large city, not nearly as large as like other
30
places,
minutes
but
doesn't take that long. That's a few city blocks.
Biggest city Gragnar's been to.
so I want to point out each one of these like little squares is considered a city block. So like, what would be a city block for a medieval town? This is about 30 minutes travel. Each one of those squares or the shapes is a single building. Y'all get there in about 30-40 minutes, and you're looking for that well sitting at the center of the market space.
Okay, it should be around this corner here.
And as you turn the corner, Seraphina, you immediately see Garum. He is leaning. He has some clothing on him that didn't have before. He's got essentially a peasant shirt and black trousers that with his tail out, and he's leaning against a wall. And he looks clean. He doesn't look grimy anymore. His scales are almost polished clean. Like he took the time to clean himself up. His black scales almost like shine. And he's standing there, and now that he's not wrapped in rags, you can tell that even though he's been essentially traveling almost homeless, it doesn't look like he's really changed much. He's still well built. He's still like a well built lizardborn who
Are you telling me he's hot?
Sure,
Are
he's
you telling
uncle
me?
hot. He's uncle hot. Like
Oh,
the
God.
uncle because that's essentially what he is to you. He's sort of like an uncle to you. But he's like well built, polished scales from a
Like
lizard
he's the uncle who works out.
from a lizard folk or a dragonborn perspective, he's well kept.
Yeah.
Now that he's cleaned up for the first time since God knows when.
So I guess we're walking up to him.
Yeah, you're walking up to him, and it looks like he's actually like sharpening his talons. Like he's actually taking the time to sharpen his talons. He sees you, and he waves, and he sticks his hands in his pockets, and he walks up. And everyone, when you first talked with him, Seraphina, he was hunched over to you like he was trying to hide. He's standing up straight now. He's 6 foot. He's a 6 foot. He's walking up to you, hands in his pocket. What's up, princess?
I come up to like half to this guy's
Clean
like.
up nice.
I come up to like this guy's like middle of his
Oh,
calf.
thank you. It's been a while since I could actually like find a place that has like scale polishing stuff. Most places just use honey, and that gets gunky
I get
real quick.
sticky, yeah.
Yeah, if you're remembering yourself like your mom using honey since it's a natural remedy, like to clean your scales when you were younger, and you both kind of zone out as if you had a horrible moment in the past.
Oh, so this is Gragnar, Snack, and Sam.
What's up?
And he shakes Ragnar's hand.
Yeah.
He shakes your hand
I'm
firmly.
still clutching his backpack with both arms.
So he reaches out to shake, and do you shake his hand or do you just
No.
clutch?
He just looks at him and is like,
And he just kind of goes, "All right," and he reaches out to Sam.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. And he shakes your hand, and you can tell he looks you up and down. You lied. This is a 10. And he then goes and shakes Vieira's hand, and he goes, "We've not met. Well, we have met, but it was mostly business. It's good seeing you again. I'm sorry about what happened with Vaughn." And she just goes, "It's fine. We're gonna get him back."
should we be talking about him like out in the open?
I mean, it's a market, and how many people in the world are going to assume which Vaughn we're talking about?
I don't know. I don't think it's a very common name, but I could be wrong.
Plus, I've got some friends in town keeping an eye out. Don't worry about it.
Sure. Where are we going to go get stuff? I need a new bag.
We're here. And he raises his hands, and you see it's a very busy market. There's up north, you can see in one direction, the north side of the market, you see food, shit tons of food, lots of food. The south side of the market, you see weapons, swords, knickknacks, more expensive items. This is the northern market. Even though the northern market is close to the northern dock ward, which is considered a poor area, this is like where everyone goes when you want to get something, no matter where it's from, no matter what it is. This is the one market you go to get any item you want. There's swords, food, items, potions, all sorts of stuff, and there's different little booths that you can go to.
Hell yeah.
Gragnar, you in particular.
I can't see. If it's anything sight-based, I do not see shit.
Nope. Nope. I need you to let's see. Either either and in either a insight, medicine, or perception roll. One of the three.
Insight, medicine. I've already forgotten the other one.
Or perception.
All of those are fucking awful.
Hey, I'm trying to give multiples, all right?
Well, persuasion, not persuasion. I'm going to go with... Damn, I forgot already. You said medicine.
Insight, medicine, or perception.
Jesus Christ, my goodness. We'll go insight because wisdom and insight are the same thing for me because I'm not proficient in either of them. And if I go with perception, I have I'm gonna have disadvantage regardless. Never mind.
Yep, because you got disadvantage on all checks. Fucking exhausted asshole.
Damn.
What'd you get?
4.
You smell something, and you're trying to think of what it is, and you realize it's gunpowder, but you don't know where it's coming from.
Oh, first and foremost, I need to, Seraphina can explain it better than what I can.
What?
I need to sell certain items.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, not sell, exchange, money, exchange. I don't fucking know.
What kind of items? And he slowly looks over the bag as if like ready, waiting for you to flash what it is real quick, so he can tell you
Absolutely
exactly.
not.
She's gonna kind of lean in closer to Garum. He's got gold bars from the kingdom.
Did y'all fucking rob the kingdom?
I don't know how he got it. He gets things that I don't even know that he has, and I don't know where he gets them, but he just fucking gets things.
So he's a rogue.
No.
I don't know, I guess.
You should got just sticky little tiny hands.
Does he specialize in theft, is what I'm asking.
Specialize in breaking shit open.
Okay, so he's a rogue.
Sure.
All right, and he just kind of takes that and he goes, well, that's going to be something, and so that's going to be something in the rogues district. We can't do that here, but what we can do is get the odds and ends we need right off the bat. And he holds up his bag of money that you gave him, and he puts it back in his chest pocket, and he goes, we've got plenty here. We can get what we need. Plus the items to make potions. You know, we can buy those, and I can help you make the potions from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
It's cheaper that way.
Oh, I should have asked this when I was back in the room. But does anybody know, like, the general, like, I guess, conversion rate for these? I'm trying not to get fucked over on these, because these seem important.
That's Kingdom United shit. I don't deal with that.
And
aren't you from there, though?
suddenly, words.
Graham Cracker Man.
Garum, thank you. Garum kind of rubs his neck. It's going to be 25% less likely to get. It's going to be 25% less than its actual cost because it's contraband. And he doesn't look Seraphina in the eye. You know, it's like he knows that off the top of his head. He's like, it's going to be about 25% less than its actual worth.
Wait. I have another
Know
idea.
that.
I have another idea. Couldn't I just, like, technically just melt this shit down and make gold coins?
It's going to be worth less then.
How?
It's good. You said it's from the Kingdom United, right?
Yeah.
And he's like leaning in. He's like leaning in. Okay. It has their stamp on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That right there is why it's worth what it's worth. It's worth more than even the gold itself is worth. If you melt it down, you're going to get 25 less in its worth as gold. If you give it to someone who knows what it's worth, you're going to get 25% off of its actual value as a whole. Because being able to shift around gold like that, first off, Kingdom United has some of the purest gold this side of the fucking sea. Okay, we're talking a good 85 to 90%. And suddenly he's talking more like a rogue himself than he is an actual like.
So I'm not
guard.
gonna.
Seraphina's just
I'm,
kind of looking at him like dumbfounded.
I'm not gonna lie. This bag suddenly feels like it's on fire. And can we go to that place now?
I'll take you there. How about that?
Yep. Let's go there first. I don't want to hold this shit anymore.
Okay, y'all go ahead, shop here, get the items, and he pulls out a list and he hands it to you, Seraphina. And then he looks over at Sam and he winks. I'll see y'all later.
So I'm gonna be like, oh.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm taking him to get rid of the hottest shit we've had in town. And he's like wide-eyed. He's like, we got to get this thing sold now. But you guys can get the items and stuff necessary, right? On the list.
Yeah.
And on the list is about 10 things. What is also on the list is firearms, as in guns. Like the medieval fantasy guns. He's requesting that several actual firearms get bought.
How much is this gonna cost exactly?
And he looks.
Sam's gonna actually take the list and like look at it.
So Sam, as you look at it, you see that it is it's raw items to make potions. It's raw items to essentially make firearm rounds for
and the actual firearms themselves.
The actual firearms themselves. It is rations as well as a wagon and horse. It's like all the things you guys will need to travel.
Okay.
And
like, all right.
I had to pawn my guns off when I got here.
You owe me.
Always and forever, princess. And he takes Gragnar and walks off.
I think my favorite thing about the fact that I'm going off of him is he's a black dragonborn and I'm a black kobold. However, he's 6 feet tall and I am 2'7".
You look like a baby.
He's a baby. Oh my god, I want to draw this now.
Come on, Junior.
Do not call me
Please do.
Junior. I am a grown
Talk
ass
to me or my son never again.
I am a grown ass kobold and I will be treated as such.
Hannah, if you do not give him a Dora the Explorer backpack, I will never forgive you.
And here's the thing. Gragnar, he looks at you as you're walking. So you don't want the children's discount and getting more food for cheaper.
I normally would say yes, but I do not trust any of the food that is not coming out of the place we're staying after what I smelled when I came in here.
And he
Yeah,
stops and he looks at you because at this point they have walked away. He stops and he looks at you. What do you mean?
They're at least I smelled it when we came in the city. It's strongly coming from Town Hall and the diner that's close by it. They're using what I know as black ash, but Sam and Snack told me that they call it black salt.
And despite being a black dragonborn, his face goes pale. You smelled that in town.
Yeah, I'm not eating shit in town unless we're eating it from the inn.
And he walks with you through an alley and he turns a corner real quick and he forces himself to vomit immediately.
oh no.
Fuck. That's not good. They know not to eat, right?
Yeah, we had this conversation. I don't know.
No, we ate breakfast.
At the tavern.
Ugh, and he kind of wipes his face. You can smell that out, right?
Yeah, it's kind of strong.
He looks kind of confused because even he couldn't like smell it on sight. Okay, all right. Fuck. That might explain why there's 4 of their ships in town.
Give him your little leftovers, your little snack pack.
Ragnar doesn't know what leftovers are. He eats literally any and all food he's given immediately.
Y'all had rations. Ragnar ate everything.
Oh, well, never mind.
So
My letter from Mom said that the food tastes weird. The food and drinks taste weird.
That she was being served at the castle.
Yeah.
So they go off. They're gonna handle their thing. I'm gonna come back to you guys. What is the first thing you guys want to try to tackle? Do you want to get the potion items? Do you want to get the guns? Do you want to get the ammo?
I guess it wouldn't hurt to get the guns and ammo first.
Yeah,
Alright.
I agree. It's gonna get going just one place, so.
Yeah.
Snack again is T-posed, and Vieira is essentially like looking over your shoulder at the item. And Vieira like looks at you, Sam, and looks at the Dragonborn walking around. And you're mad she calls you slutty.
Listen. I'm not mad. I'm not mad of the compliment that was intended. However, you wake up from the best sleep that you've had in years. You get transformed to be almost 10 years younger, and then get called a slut to your face.
I mean,
Listen,
you do know the
I know
work
what
I
I'm
did for
working with.
Vaughn,
I know
right?
what we're doing, but and it's good. But he was cute, wasn't he?
Oh god, yes. For Dragonborn, the scales shine, they glisten.
You guys know that's basically my uncle, right?
What is he, like 40, 50 years old, and he looks like he's no more than 30?
What is that supposed to mean, your uncle? What is that supposed to mean to me, your uncle? He ain't kin to me. I'm climbing that like a tree later. You best believe.
Talking like that about
To be fair, if I wasn't spoken for with Vaughn and very happy with that, I'd be willing.
I'm gonna go inside now.
and like Sam and Vieira are having like a moment, like, yeah, he's hot.
And
Like,
Sam's gonna yell to you as you're walking around. I'm like, just to let you know, I'm climbing that.
You do that.
Just to let you know, I would. I would.
See, I was gonna like high five her. And like,
Yeah, they high five. It's like the two hottest women in the group are just like, yeah, we'd fuck him. And it's like, and so like, Seraphina, you walk off. You start looking around, and you do see a shop that has full on like, flint rifles and pistols, different guns. And in the back behind him, up on the wall, is this huge ass elephant gun. Like, huge. And what he has there is he has he wants two pistols. Two pistols that he can go ahead and get, and an ammunition pack.
Okay. So wait, so the elephant pistol is what was it?
So there, you walk up to what is essentially this like shack, because it's all different like places that are selling different things, and they're not really inside. It's an outdoor market, and
Yeah.
you see this Goliath standing there with their hands in front of them, and they have like little bitty glasses on their face, and they've got a clean shaved head and a little bit tough of beard that's white at the bottom, which is weird because Goliaths don't normally grow hair. But he's standing there, and he's like looking over a gun that like barely fits in his hand. He's like looking over it. You're wanting to sell this to me, and there's this halfling. Yes. I'm sure it's worth at least 300 gold. And he goes, and he snaps it in half. And they go, oh! 1, it's not functional. 2, it's been waterlogged. The wood smells of rot. Get the fuck out of here before I break you two. You, how dare you? That was a classic failure. Get the fuck out of here. and he goes, I want my money. You want your money? Yes, you broke my item. I want my money. Okay, I'll give you your money for your medical bills. What? He picks them up, and he like he reaches over his table. He picks them up. oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And he just chugs him down the side of the street. And you hear people snickering. Like, it's very obvious this guy was trying to swindle the Goliath. And he just chucks him down the street about 30 feet.
Oh my god.
And you hear that thud of the initial hit and roll. And he's not moving.
See this too.
Oh yeah, no, everybody, y'all all see this as like Seraphina's walking up, and then like Sam and Vieira walk up as well. And you see this Goliath, and he just chucks him. This fucking filthy skunk ass.
Sam's
Oh,
gonna
man.
go towards Weir, and I'm like, are we just gonna be around a fucking cornucopia of like prime dude?
Vieira goes, "We're in a working man's town. This is prime, just for built men." And she like holds her hands out, pointing at the Goliath.
God, I miss this fucking city.
Seraphina's gonna kind of look kind of wide-eyed at the guy that was thrown and then turn to the Goliath. Hi.
And the Goliath immediately, like with the broken gun in one hand, tosses aside. "Hello, ma'am. I do apologize for that inconvenience. How can I be of service?"
Do you have... She's gonna check the list for the
And
gun.
it says 2 multi-fire pistols.
Do you have 2 multi-fired pistols and ammo?
Ammo or an ammo pack?
Yes.
Can I see the list, please?
Sure. She hands him the list.
And he bows, he looks down, he smiles at you. "Thank you, ma'am." And he looks over the list, he goes, "Ammo pack." So it comes with a round of 10 ammunition, as well as essentially a kit to make your own ammunition when necessary. It's a bit expensive.
How much is it gonna run me for?
2 of the guns and this, we're talking 300 gold.
300 gold. Do you have anything else similar that might be cheaper?
And he sits there and he goes, "One of the guns is gonna, the pistols come in packs of 2s. The one he's requesting here comes in a pack of 2. And they're small, concealable." And he leans in slightly, and not necessarily legal. I don't have anything comparable to that.
Hey, Sam or Vieira.
And they both, Vieira kind of looking at the guy's chest, goes,
So he's wanting 300 gold for the guns and the ammo. I only have 175. I only have 175.
Listen, let me talk to
I
him.
only have 50.
Okay, you do that.
Right. Hey, how you
Did I
doing?
never upgrade
"Doing
my...
wonderful."
Did I
Awesome.
never update my
So my associate here told me 300 for the double pair.
Yeah.
Is there any possible way we could talk you down on that? We're on a limited budget and we're traveling.
And he sits there and he raises an eyebrow. "What do you mean?"
Be careful what you say, Sam.
I mean, this is a trader's village. I mean, if we can work out, like, some sort of a discount, or maybe you have a pair that are slightly damaged. Anyway, we can have any sort of a bargain. Or if you're looking for any kind of a trade.
Trade.
That would be at least comparable.
He sits there for a second. He's looking at you all. And he sees your necklace, Sam. Not Sam, Seraphina.
My necklace?
Yep, the one you were just given by your mother.
Oh, no.
Bahamut, right?
Yeah.
There was somebody else who came through here a while back. Sold me some old guns that I've been tinkering with. Let me see what I got in the back.
Thank you.
And he literally goes, and what is, there's a curtain behind him, and he pops open the curtain, and he starts rummaging through. You can hear him moving some things, and he comes back out with a single firearm. And he's looking it over. It's refurbished. Okay. This guy had a crest with him too.
It has a quest?
No, a crest.
Oh.
He had a crest, a symbol. And he points to the bottom of the gun, and it's the same design of Bahamut.
It's homie's
And it
old
crosses
gun.
your mind that you remember Garum saying that he sold his guns. You found the place he sold his guns originally, but there's only one left. I'll do half price on this gun.
Ooh, that's still expensive.
Normally, it's a $300 bundle. I will do $150 for the kit in this.
Okay.
I'll even throw in an additional 5 for a total of 10 rounds. But 150 and he sits there, and when you look at him, you see that one of his eyes is a false eye. Being close enough, you see it's a false eye. And the other one is a gray eye. It's almost as if he should be blind.
Wow. How do you mean?
150. And you will meet a friend of mine at the end of the day.
That depends on who.
They're a half elf.
Oh shit.
And they've been looking for someone who looks a lot like you. And again, it's almost you begin to realize he's blind. He doesn't actually see you.
Is he talking to me or Viera?
You.
Can I ask who these people are?
He opens his shirt a little, and he pulls it to the side, and you see the mark of Bahamut tattooed on his chest.
Who are you?
Priest to Bahamut. Galahum. Kerak. The blind priest, who, when you were but 4 years old, found the mark of Bahamut on you. Your uncle doesn't know I'm alive.
Damn.
So you were in the castle.
I was a priest. Now I'm a guns merchant. 150. And you meet my half-elf friend.
Sam's gonna put 50 gold on the table and look to Seraphina to put down the rest.
How do I know I can trust you?
You don't. But what's there to lose? You already lost everything else.
She reluctantly just kind of throws down a bag of 100.
And then he pulls back. Thank you for your purchase. And he proceeds to wrap everything up really nicely.
Sam's also going to lean over the counter. I appreciate your kindness. And I'm wondering if you might do me one more kindness.
Oh no.
And he again, you now realize that he too is blind. He's not looking at anyone in particular.
Yeah,
What is it?
just a question. I have a friend that I heard came into town on a ship, and I'm wondering if you know this, if this certain ship might be currently docked.
Kimura, which is his last name, nods. There are 17 ships in the dock today. What can I do you for?
The Revenge.
He stops for a second. There's a ship people have whispered the name Revenge about. But it's odd. They're buying up the potions and items and magical items. But they're also trading in spices. But they're going specifically to locations. No one's really seen what the spices are. They don't get sold here. They're sold directly to nobles and to the courthouse and diner at the entrance to the city.
It's the black fucking salt.
Where are they making birth? On the north side
It's
or
the
here?
black fucking salt.
North side. And he points the direction y'all came. Third dock.
Thank you, my friend.
May Bahamut bless you.
Thank you.
And he sits there and he goes, I'm glad to see that you're alive. And it's almost as if he's like tearing up and holding himself back. He's basically saying that he is the one who actually ordained you when you were born, and then ordained you again when you were found to have the mark of Bahamut. He's essentially the person who helped your mother give birth to you.
Well, since I don't know if you might be able to help me with something else.
If it's within my power, I'll do so, but I haven't been back at the kingdom in 10 years.
I might have pissed off the Kingdom United a while back, and now I have a mark.
Oh, I see it. And it almost looks as if he does look at your hand, and then he looks up and he goes, recommendation, don't take off that bracelet.
There's nothing that can get rid of it.
The one who casts it on you has to be dead.
Who cast it on me again?
You're not sure. It was done over a conversation.
That was done through the
Yeah, it was done over a conversation through a magical item.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this person, whoever it was strong enough to cast a spell through a magical item.
Do you know anyone that might be in the Kingdom United that's powerful enough to be able to cast spells through items?
And he kind of gets wide-eyed for a second, and he kind of scratches his face. That would be an Inquisitor.
Yeah.
How badly did you fuck up?
Let's just say it was enough to get the entire army after us.
Tanat. Are you telling me you caused what happened at Tanat?
So are you able to help or not?
Last I heard, 3 Inquisitors arrived.
Get out of my dice box. Thank you.
Arrived at the castle. Your uncle's castle. Only 2 came out. 1 was under court-martial. The only reason I know this is because they made it a big show. goes by Inquisitor I.
We have his notebook.
Which, if you remember, is the name in the journal.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, he tried to kill one of their kings, which is unheard of.
Wait, the Inquisitor tried to kill my uncle, or?
Tried to kill one of the 5 kings of the Kingdom United.
Oh.
You know, heresy.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That's all I got, though. You need anything else?
Don't believe so. I'm trying to look through my notes.
And he proceeds to, again, finish wrapping up the gun and the pack and everything and hands it to you. He takes the gold and he puts it away.
Do you know possibly where anyone or anything may know of anything of a true resurrection spell?
Even me, as a head priest, had no access to true resurrection. Your mother was the only person I knew who could do that at a whim.
Wait, what?
And he stopped for a second, he looked at you and goes, anyway.
No. What did you just say?
Ooh, he said too much. Ooh.
My tongue is too loose. I have been pious man no longer. Your mother could cast true resurrection twice a day on a whim.
I need to go find Garum.
Yep. Garum's in town? And he looks at you. He's like, why not?
Yeah, we can. Do you have a sending stone or something? Any sort of contact?
Oh my god, that was his gun, wasn't it?
Yep. And she takes the gun.
Oh, and he sits there and he goes and he comes out with the 50 gold and he drops it. Take it back, take it back, take it back.
Wait, what?
Sam will put that back in her pocket.
Garum. I was old drinking buddies with Garum. I didn't know if this was his gun. The person
Yeah,
who sold it to
he
me
sold you
was
two, I think.
pawned the other one off.
Well, we can make do with the one, I think. It's fine.
Fuck. He was
Did
an
he
old
give me
drinking
back
buddy.
my 100 gold?
No, he gave you back the 50. He kept the 100.
Oh, damn it.
Sam already pocketed the 50.
That's fine.
It's
That's fine.
gone.
You're getting 200 off of the purchase.
It's what?
You're getting 200 off the purchase. And like somebody like walking by was like, "Get out of here, Frankie." My bad. I've never seen you be so nice before. Get the fuck out of here, Frankie. I'll break your fucking kneecaps. Okay. Maybe I'll be with you. Go on. Get.
Well,
It's like he's just like he went from cursing someone out to being, may Bahamut be with you. Get out of here.
do you have any way to contact you in case we need you?
No. Just yes.
We'll know where to find you if we do.
Man.
Oh. My child is giving me a hug real quick.
Aw, that's real.
Get out of here.
No problem. They're thanking me for food. It's my obligation to feed them. Believe me, if the law didn't demand it, you know. What were you saying? I'm sorry. You were asking if there was a way to contact him?
Yeah.
And he looks at me, don't worry about it. If you're hiding, you're in the same place the half-elf is.
All right.
And hey, you've grown up well.
Thank you.
Also, if you do end up going back, there are still people who support you.
Yeah, the only problem is trying to figure out how to get back out alive.
I'm sure you'll find a way. Bahamut will it? It'll happen.
So, shall we go find Kiram?
Yeah, let's go.
Huh?
And
And Viera was
Sam-
still staring at his chest. What?
Vera, get your ass.
Sorry, I miss. It's been a minute, okay? I miss my man. I miss sex. I miss
Sam-
sex, okay?
Sam's going to lean like as we're walking. She's gonna kind of lean into Seraphina and be like, "Is there any more friends we need to know about along our journey here?"
I don't even know. These people just keep appearing. I don't even know who they are.
Oh, my goodness gracious! For people that are laying low, we're not doing the greatest job.
I'm doing a great job of it.
Yeah, it's almost as if something like fate is intervening with that. Huh?
Bum, bum, bum.
Bahamut doing a jig in the background.
Also, why is it that all your friends are hot?
Then come to the motherfucking building.
Oh my.
I don't know. I guess it.
Hi, Cassie.
Keeping
Bahamut-
hotties in your back pocket.
Wait, what?
I said just keeping hotties in your back pocket.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
And we're going to, while you're having that conversation, we're
What
going
if
to jump
you
over to
picture
Greg.
my husband?
Your husband?
That's me.
No.
Oh no! No, he said something about jumping over the Gragnar. That timing was awful.
Oh my
Gramps is like,
god.
fuck yeah. Gramps is like, you go, son, you go.
Bahamut built
That's
it.
Tame that
If
white
Bahamut
dragon.
built it.
Ride that white dragon, grandson.
Timing was terrible.
Anyway, let's go find Kiram.
Let's go find her. Also, Aaron, just to give you a time check, it's 11:30. So
Okay, we can call it at midnight. Is that all right for everybody? Or
Yeah.
By me.
yeah, that's
I
fine.
can go for way longer, but I know y'all got work.
I don't have to work.
I want to make sure that Steel Toe Sam can get to bed to do their morning hustle at work. So,
Make it a sense.
all right, but so we're gonna jump over to Gragnar, and then what we'll do is we will end it after Gragnar. I'm not sure, or at least by midnight. You arrive while they were doing all that, and they were doing their shopping and talking. It took them about 30 minutes or so to find the shop and to make the purchases. You now arrive at the you go through the gate, and essentially when you go through the gate to go to the rogue district, you don't go through the normal gate. You actually find what is essentially an alleyway, and Garum goes ahead and moves some boxes out of the way, and there is a there's like a door that is being hidden that literally goes through the gate, and it's just a long path. It's very obviously like a hidden path through the gate so that you don't have to go through checks. Because going from the dock ward to the market, you're fine, but you're now going into the inner area where like the rich money is, even though the rogue district is there. Of course it'd be there. That's where the rich and finery is traded. You go through and you're led through, and that wall is like a block or two thick, so it's just a clear like straight line through stone wall. When you get through, you come out the other side, and you are in the rogues district. There's a handful of what look like homeless guys laying in the street, and they all lift their head as you come through that door, and Garum pulls out a gold apiece for these three homeless guys and hands it out to them, and they take it and they put their heads down. Gragnar, at a low level, you can see that these homeless guys each have daggers and other weapons hidden on them, essentially ready to attack anyone who comes through there without paying the fee.
Shit.
Again, you're sneaking through town now. You go through the rogues district, which has surprisingly little people from what you're seeing. It's just alleyways. It's lots of tight alleyways that like even you could hold your arms out, Gragnar, and touch both sides. And you get led through and you come to what's labeled as like Larry's Luminous Pawn Shop. And it's got a dragonfly, or I'm sorry, a firefly carved into it.
I'm
And
not gonna.
Like Larry.
I'm not gonna come up missing being here, right? Last time we were in a district like this in one of the cities, there was a lot of kobolds being sold.
I mean, slavery is illegal in this country. So whoever was doing that.
That does not stop certain people.
Oh, I know what you're saying, but Larry, you know what? Let's go in. And he opens the door, and do you follow him in?
Yeah, I'll follow him. Still clutching my backpack.
And as you walk in, there is a suit of armor standing behind the table, cleaning what looks like crystal glasses, polishing them, and then they set them down and they pick up another one. Hello, how can I help you? The suit of armor looks at you.
I'm just gonna like look over at Karam.
Like, you're the one leading this. I'm out of my depth.
We'd actually like to make a purchase of 3 lamb's eggs. And the suit of armor behind there goes, oh, of course, follow me to the back. And he proceeds to walk in the back area, opening the lifting the bar table space, you know, like lifting it up so you can get through, and he goes into the back. Please lower that when you're done. Do you follow them?
Yep, I'll follow them. If Garam's going, I'm following behind him. I am well out of my depth.
Garam puts the table down and you just walk underneath it.
Yeah.
Because it's that high up. And as you proceed to move through, he takes you kind of weaving around in this building. It's very obviously these tight like hallways. And then he comes to like a wall and he goes and walks through the wall.
Well, I saw living mannequins. This is not the weirdest thing I've seen.
And walk through the wall after him.
And when you walk through the wall, you walk into a room full of skeletons. Sitting around a table, a few smoking cigars, and they're playing poker. Who's this? Oh, Larry, this is just a purchaser of the lamb's eggs. Ah, Larry, that's great to know. Yeah, Larry, it's amazing. We can go ahead and make more purchases. Larry, shut up. No one wants to hear your opinion. I was just saying what was being said. Larry, shut the fuck up.
I love him.
In front of you, the suit of armor takes off his helmet, and it's another skeleton, and he begins to unbind himself. There are 6 skeletons, all named Larry, in this back room.
Greatness.
I love him.
So what do you got for us? Yeah, what'd he bring, Larry? Shut up, Larry. Again, we said shut the fuck up. Come on, man. I just want to be a part of the group. No one wanted you to be a part of the group. It's just the fact that Larry accidentally made 6 of us instead of the 5 of us, Larry's like we planned. So fuck off.
Wouldn't it be easier to call your guys' self like multiple different L names instead of all being named Larry? Seems like
we tried that, but we can't tell the difference in reality. We're all exactly the same skeleton-wise.
Like maybe 2. You know what? Never mind. That's none of my business.
We could all put bandanas on. Yeah. Like red and then orange and green and blue. Yeah. We could all wear different size bandanas and look like complete fucking idiots when we put the armor on.
I mean, technically...
Well, that's just kind of rude, Larry.
Wouldn't it be under the armor unless you're wearing the band? Never mind.
That's the problem. That is the actual problem. And Larry with the cigar is sitting there, like, looking at you like that is the actual problem. What do you got for us?
Okay, hold on. I'll open the bag and I'll hold up one of the gold bars. I have 3 of these.
Well, shit. And Larry all lean over the table. They put their cards down. Larry are now looking at you, and the Larry with the cigar is sitting there, and he takes the gold out of your hand. He looks it over. We need to get original Larry. Ah, fuck. You know he doesn't like being bothered? Look, man, we move like trinkets and other shit. This is original Larry shit. This is I'm still living, breathing entity Larry shit, not undead skeleton Larry shit. Or do you want to get smashed again? Like 7th Larry. Yeah, there was a 7th one, and he decided to go outside without armor.
What happened to the 6th one?
The 6th one, well, someone decided they wanted gelatin drinks. And unfortunately, we do sleep. So they just found bones and decided to grind those up.
That
Oh my God.
seems a bit irresponsible. But
Yeah. And it's really bad when we were invited to the party and didn't realize we were eating Larry.
So about that gold.
And they all get really quiet for a second. Go, yeah, about that gold. Give us a second. Larry, go get Larry. And 3 of the Larrys get up from the table. And it's like, don't touch my cards, Larry. Fuck off, Larry. And as they all walk out, he then peeks at their cards real quick. I fucking knew he was lying. Yeah, give us a second. And Larry get up and proceed to actually go ahead and like clear the table so that you can all sit down and relax. And he pulls out like a glass of water and everything. So what can Larry get for you?
I got 3 gold bars.
No, I mean, what do you want to drink? You're definitely getting away with free drinks with that coming in here.
Oh, I mean, what do you have?
Whiskey, vodka, orange juice.
I'll take orange juice.
All right, orange juice and vodka. And he goes, other Larry goes and pours you a mojito and sets it down. And
the entire glass immediately.
You down it, and Garam says, "I'm good." And as you're sitting there, a human comes in with like a big robe and like a sleeping hat. He's in sleeping clothing. What's going on? I heard there was gold involved. And he's old. He's old as fucking dirt. He looks almost like the skeletons around him. Larry, what? He's got Kingdom United Gold. He's got Kingdom United Gold? And he like immediately wakes up. And they hand him the bar. Oh fuck, what are these? You're gonna get yourself a pretty penny for this.
I have 3 of them.
And he gets really quiet and he just looks up at you. I don't want to know how. I don't want to know why. Fuck it. Then he goes over to the corner and he reaches his hand into what looks like a painting of a chest. And his hand reaches into the painting and becomes a part of the painting, and he pulls the chest out. And it was like an oil painting. And he sets it down and he goes, Larry, and Larry. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Bye, Larry. Enjoy it. Shut up, Larry. No one likes you. You were the mistaken child I never wanted. Well, when you say it like that, it kind of hurts a little bit. He just walks out.
That does seem a little hurtful.
He was the one who ground up the other Larry.
Oh, you know what? That is warranted.
And he proceeds to just shove the box of gold at you.
Wait, like all of this?
And you go to open it. It's not full of gold. It's full of platinum. You know how hard it is to get one piece of contraband from the Kingdom United at all? That is, and the box is about yay big. It's not huge. It's about yay big. That's 250 platinum right there.
Oh my fucking God.
250 platinum.
On top of me giving you that, you ever come across any more of their contraband, you bring it to me.
Define contraband.
Fuck
If it
my
has-
ship. We can just go buy a ship.
If they have the mark of the Kingdom United on it, I need it.
Question: did that Dragonstone key have it on there?
No, but it is a
Okay.
Dragonstone key.
I may have one other thing. I have to look into it more, but I might have one more thing. I don't have it on me though.
What is it?
I'm gonna talk. I would like bring Garum to the side. Just ask him a question real quick.
Okay, I don't know the importance of it, but do you know how important a Dragonstone key is?
Dragonstone key? What do you mean? Like a stone key shaped like a dragon, or
I don't fucking know. I was told it's called a Dragonstone key. I don't know how important it is.
what does it look like?
It's a key.
The timing.
That really it's like it's a key, and then the weird music started playing.
Hold on, I gotta take this.
This motherfucker.
250 platinum. Do you know how much we can get?
Yes,
we
I
could buy
do.
a fleet. We could buy a fleet of ships.
I feel like you fucked up by giving us this much money.
Oh, believe me, I have countered, weighted, and done so much balancing with this game. I'm purposely giving this to you because you're going to be fighting a fucking war eventually.
Oh, that's true.
Like you guys have already stated, we're gonna fuck over a kingdom and your uncle's like little dinky kingdom. Like comparison to the Kingdom United, your uncle is running a dinky kingdom. I mean, but the fact that he has one is still impressive. So like I'm giving you guys these things with weight. Okay. On top of that, it is actually extremely hard in this world to come across anything with their brand on it. Like it's extremely rare. I put it in that desk as something that could completely be missed.
And me being the kleptomaniac I am was like, this desk looks kind of fancy.
And again, that's still only 75% of its value.
Yeah.
See,
So
putting it in perspective like that, I'm imagining your uncle, like, in comparison to this, like, Grand Kingdom United, is like Lord Farquaad to them. Like, that's.
Well,
And I don't think I'm far off from the actual truth.
That's fucking great. Oh
so
my.
Lustria, I hate to say it, but one of the things that inspired the idea of your kingdom and how it's run.
My God.
Peek
No, like
behind,
my uncle is short.
a peek behind the fucking screen.
Who's Shrek though?
Run as fast as you can.
Can't catch me. I can get the bread back.
The candy drop buttons.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
I'll never
Oh
tell
my
you.
God.
Do you know
The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man.
lives on Drury Lane? The Muffin Man.
She's married to
My uncle is Lord Farquaad. That's
Greatness.
canon now.
Fucking perfect.
He's not
Fucking
short,
perfect.
but he's definitely just as much as a dick and willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Jesus. So Garum doesn't know anything about Dragonstone keys.
Well, you haven't really described it. You just said Dragonstone key.
I will describe it as best as I can because I don't think I got a description of it.
I did give you a description. It was a black stone key weighing about 5 pounds on its own, but it's only this big. The head of it is shaped like a diamond with red gems encrusted upon it, and it is essentially has what looks like the mouth of a dragon as the bottom part of the key. You turn in the door and turn.
This sounds expensive. I'll explain all of that to him.
And Garum stops for a second, and then his eyes get really fucking wide. And he grabs you and he pulls you in. Do not sell that. Do not sell that.
Okay.
Every dragon had a key specifically for their hoard. You're describing the key for the Red Dragon's hoard.
Look,
Do not sell. No one knows that exists. I don't know that. You don't know that exists. That will actually get you killed.
Okay, note to self. I didn't think that was as bad as it was. Oh, fuck.
did you just
Where
fuck
the
up?
fuck
What
did
the-
you find that?
You know what? Let's talk about it later. This doesn't
No,
seem like
no.
the place.
Where did you... Is that tied to the kingdom? Is that tied to the kingdom?
Yeah.
That is so much worse than the gold. That is so much fucking worse than the gold. And
love Garrett.
he's sweating. He is sweating physically. Like, dragons don't sweat. Dragonborns don't sweat. But perspiration is coming from this man.
Can I just say how much I love Garrett?
No wonder they fucking put the black dot on Seraphina's fucking hand.
Oh. After all this frustration, I gotta pity fuck him afterwards.
I mean, when I told you, my backpack is literally filled with
He grabs you by the collar of your green fucking outfit.
No,
and your
I
wig.
have a different one. I have a different one on
Okay.
now.
Well, he shakes you and your hat falls off the wig. You dumbass! You dumbass! You're gonna get that my niece fucking killed, you fuck!
I mean, I just stumbled upon it. I didn't do it on purpose.
What the fuck are you doing? How did you even find that? No! That's
Like I
literally
said,
that is a legendary legendary item. That is literally thousands of years of legends being told about fucking keys, and you don't say shit. And Larry's like, you do realize you're kind of loud, but I don't know shit. I don't want it. And he walks out after he's paid you. He's like, no, that sounds like it's too hot. That sounds like it's too hot. And then go, he doesn't want it. He's a fucking wizard. They collect this kind of shit. You know how fucked we are.
I mean, nobody knows I have it because technically the place I got it from burned to the ground that I may or may not have had a hand in.
You robbed the Kingdom United.
Okay.
And you burnt down the fucking place you robbed?
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Are you the good guys?
I mean, it was technically already. There was a. Okay, this is a whole
At
conversation.
this point, he's lifted you off the ground and he's holding you at eye level.
This is a.
His person, his eyes are wild. He's like, what have you done? I woke up today and thought it was a great day because I saw a kid that I really miss, and you know they go through some shit, and then on top of that, they gave me money. I haven't seen money in a month. I've been eating literal rats out of a fucking ass sewer, and now I know. And he's like shaking you wildly. Now I know that you are the reason we're going to die.
No, I did not start the fight. However, I did take the spoils after we won the fight.
The fight against who?
I mean, I told you they were selling kobolds in the other city. Long story short, we got like diet kidnapped. I don't fucking know.
Diet kidnap? The fuck is diet kidnap? You're either kidnapped or you're not.
No, it was like diet kidnapped. Like we got told to go to this place or we were gonna die. So that seems like, you know, like mild kidnapping.
Who the fuck has the power outside the Kingdom United to pull that kind of... And he stops and his jaw drops. You went after the slave family? You went after that noble slave family?
I mean, I didn't. They told us to come there. They were being racist, and then they made us come because
They're slavers! Of course they're racist!
I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Our options were get killed and I get sold into fucking slavery, or fight.
Fair! Grab the money, we're going! He just dropped you. He just dropped you a solid 4 feet in the air.
Oh my god.
I don't think I can genuinely carry this chest.
Larry, or Larry. And you hear 4 Larrys. Yes? We'd like to buy a bag of fucking holding because we're filthy fucking rich and going to die in a week. Sounds fair to me. And the old man comes back out. He takes 1 platinum out. I'm keeping the change. And he hands you a bag of holding. And he scurries out.
Yes.
Never come back.
Oh my god.
You now have a bag of holding. You've got a better bag now.
Thank
Fucking
Christ.
Gragnar.
When you start picking things up off of every fucking surface that isn't tracked down, this is the shit you get happening.
I came into this campaign late. I didn't even know this shit happened.
Long story short, it was, remember when I snuck off and then like you guys saw smoke was coming out of the room? Yeah, that's when I snuck off, was digging in a desk. Just taking
I know
shit.
you got the desk. I thought you just got the documents, some gold, and then whatever else. I didn't know you had a fucking dragon key.
Yeah, there's a whole note on the key being an ancient item, and he just skimmed over that and threw it away. He let it burn.
I read, because it was wrapped up in the letter. I took the whole thing with us. It was a thing given as a bribe. It was a thing given as a bribe or something like that.
It was a thing given as a bribe, but you personally said, I don't care about this letter because it doesn't give me information. And you left it there and let it burn. You personally said you let it burn.
Jesus Christ.
You literally said it had no value.
Out our fucking hotel room. It's just hanging out in there.
Anytime Gragnar takes shit, I'm going to check it. From now on.
I am more than happy, Gragnar. No, Demon. I'm going to tell you as a player, I'm more than happy to let you grab whatever the fuck you want. But know that there are consequences. When will you realize your choices have fucking consequences?
Hey, I'm gonna be rich, dog, if I don't die.
Rub your little hands in your pockets from now on.
And you know what's funny? I'm gonna keep stealing shit.
When this is all done, we're gonna wrap this up because it's getting ready to be midnight. As y'all are actually buying the random parts of the potions, things like that, it's fairly inexpensive. You spend about 6 silver buying everything else.
Okay.
And then you haven't yet gotten the cart, but Gragnar comes back.
The way I'm gonna like put my shit in the bag, I'm literally dumping all the naked coins into the bag of holding, and then I want the empty chest and put it in there so they can be separate things.
Okay. So as you guys are like getting these odds and ends, in the distance, you all, not even in the distance, your sending stone goes off, Seraphina.
Oh. Hello?
Seraphina.
Yeah?
He's like whispering, Seraphina.
Why are you whispering?
I'm taking Gragnar back to the room.
What did he do? What did he say?
When y'all are done, okay? Get the cart as soon as possible. Get the horses. Get all that shit handled. If need be, we can do it tomorrow, but I need you guys back in the room as soon as possible.
You know the thing that makes this so...
What happened?
In the room, as soon as fucking possible.
I'm gonna look to Sam and Vienna. We need to get back to the room.
I think the thing that makes this so much funnier is
Okay.
I individually took everything out of my bag, and I guarantee you, I was like, Black Key, threw it under the bed.
That's what I'm saying. It's just hanging out in our fucking hotel
I
room.
was taking shit out the bag one by one, like literally listing it off as I'm pulling out, like cockatrice tail, fire jelly, this thing, and Black Key, tossed it under the fucking bed.
And it's like, as a dragonborn, that's some shit you learn about like in mythology and like fairy tales as a kid. Like that's fairy tale level shit right there. And he's not doubting you. In fact, he's kind of sweating profusely. Again, dragonborn can't sweat. So yeah, they're heading to the room. He's telling y'all to like get the horse and wagon and everything. Which go ahead, do me a favor. I want you to roll.
All of us?
I want Sam and Seraphina to roll, okay, perception and then investigation.
Okay.
Perception is for looking around you. Investigation is for like checking the different carts that you're looking at.
Okay, so I got
Hold
a
on,
12
one-
for perception, and then investigation, I got a 3.
Okay, so perception is 22. Hold on, let me go back. I'm sorry, my roll screen is acting all kind of shitty.
Fine, you're fine.
Hold on a second. And you said investigation?
Yep.
Hold on one sec. So yeah, perception was a 22, investigation is a 13.
Okay. So with that, Seraphina, you see a few carts that you kind of like, and then Sam points at this large cart, and you're like, "Oh, that's really nice." And over the sending stone, real quick, as you're like looking at this cart, and you find this cart, and y'all are investigating it and looking it over with the buyer. Seraphina,
What now?
we're coming to you guys. I'm sorry, we're coming to you because we have enough money to buy a cart outright.
It's
Not
my
rent.
money.
You shut the fuck up! You hear this? You do not get to make that decision. This is
I
equally
got it.
dangerous for
What
everyone.
do you mean you
It's
have
equally
money to
dangerous
get a
for
cart?
everyone.
What do you mean?
We have money enough to buy a fucking cart outright, so we don't have
Did
to
you
worry about
rob
papers.
somebody? What did you?
I mean,
And he leans into the sending stone. We do. We fucking will. But no. God damn it. We are coming to you guys. What shop are you at? And you're at like the Aquarius is what it's called.
We're at Aquarius.
Aquarius? You mean Aquarius?
Whatever it's called.
It's a cart shop owned by a sea folk.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah. And as you do, you look up and you see a Kuatoa standing there in a suit, like trying to sell a cart. And he's like slaps it. He's like, "You can put 5 horses on this baby." It's like it is a cart shop being ran by multiple different types of fish folk. And they arrive about 30 minutes later. They arrive, and Garum looks like he is like sweating beads of sweat. Like again, Dragonfolk don't sweat. He's wide-eyed. He's worried out the ass.
I'm just strolling.
What the fuck happened?
That music is too on point. He looks at him. He look. Did you know that he found a dragon's hoard key?
Oh, what?
He stole a dragon's hoard key from the Kingdom United. So I'm assuming you didn't know that. Black key.
Where the fuck did he get that?
Apparently, same place he got the gold.
I don't. You know, he just goes off places sometimes, and then he comes back with shit. I don't know what he has most of the time.
It's fine. It's not. It's not.
Not
It's not
fine.
fine at all. It's not.
I feel
fine
like
at all.
I feel like if we stop by the room, I mentioned all the other contraband that I have in my backpack.
So, is this the cart y'all want to buy? And he points to the big one that you guys were looking at that looks really nice.
Sam,
Yeah, that's the one.
And he looks at Gragnar, and Gragnar, he physically reaches in your bag and
I
just
bite him. Fuck no.
and he slaps you on the nose.
It's my money.
And he like grabs you by the throat and lifts you up as his hand is in the back. You did this, you dumb fuck!
I'm a Jeff
as I'm seeing this, can I cast Rhymes Binding Ice?
On them?
Yes.
Is that a spell attack?
It is, but I want to use it just to freeze them. Like
You freeze them.
non-lethal.
You freeze them in place, and like he's got what looks like 3 platinum barely peeking out of the fucking bag.
I'm gonna walk
Does Sam
over.
see that?
Yeah, y'all see that the car owner, the guy trying to sell you goes, "Oh fuck."
I'm gonna turn to the card owners. It's just like, it's fine. Give me a second, please. And I walk over to Gragnar and Garum. You guys need to stop making a fucking scene right now.
He fucking started it.
I'm gonna take the bag.
No! No!
I'm gonna
The fish guy goes, 1 platinum, you can have what you want, including the horses, and I won't say shit.
fine, and I give him a platinum.
No!
Yeah, and his Koatoa goes, fuck yeah! And he's like stuffs it in his wet suit, like his wet clothes, and he goes,
Yes, you didn't
4
see us?
horses on this cart now. We've got a full sell, baby. And he goes, ah!
You
Guess
don't,
who's winning employee of the fucking month, Gerald?
you don't see us. You didn't hear about us. We were
Who
never
the
here.
fuck are you? And he just walks away.
And then I
And-
turn back to Garum and Gragnar. Do I need to hang on to this so you guys can stop fighting over it?
I would say do so.
It's my bag! I bought it with my money!
You know what?
Ooh, your blood money, that's gonna be our blood and the blood money.
Hey, money's money.
And there's a little, the ice that's on Garum slowly cracks a little as he just kind of, almost like one of the squeaky toys around your throat, just.
Okay, out of character, I don't know what to do because I do actually feel bad just taking Gragnar's money.
I say you just hang on to it. I say you just hang on to it. This is for the betterment of his well-being.
It's not even just my money. That's all my shit in there.
Okay, I'm gonna take out a handful of platinum, give it to Gragnar, and just hold on to the rest of it.
Why am I going to hold on to this? Just put it back in the bag. That's why I bought the bag.
Wait a second, Aaron.
I don't know
Aaron?
if I trust you, Gragnar.
Can Sam roll for stealth real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my
Okay,
god, are you gonna
hold on.
steal?
I have a +7 to stealth, so hold up.
Vieira is standing there
Ooh,
watching
that's
this. Like,
22.
all right, so you obviously are trying to take some of the platinum, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
In the
my
madness,
God.
Seraphina is like holding it off to the side like this. The bag is partially open, and she puts it to her side as she goes to hand some platinum to Gragnar. Gragnar's like, "Put it fucking back!" It's like okay, you go to put it back, and you reach over real quick and you pick out 3 platinum without being noticed.
Very cool. Okay, I was gonna put that in my. I'm gonna put that in my bosom just to.
Seraphina, you put the bag on a satchel on your side. Garum fucking sits there and let me do something real quick. Yeah, he gets a 23. He breaks free of the ice himself, and he proceeds to just drop Gragnar, and he goes, "Ah."
Yeah, when I said we had a lot that I needed to tell you, I meant a lot.
You attacked the head family for slaving in the Kingdom United.
They attacked
You
us.
then proceeded to, from what records show, suddenly he's been in a wheelchair for the past week. I can only assume that's been something that y'all had something to do with.
I mean, technically, they attacked us, and I defended myself. I will stand
That
by
might
what I
also be
did.
the reason that it may or may not be also the reason why I have this spot.
No shit. And he just begins to walk off. He begins to walk off towards the place that you guys are staying, the inn. And he looks exhausted. His shoulders are sunken, and it's just like all this information and weight has hit him.
I'm gonna use message specifically just because I want to be petty. Oh, we also shot his daughter too.
Oh my god.
And his head fucking snaps back. snap back to reality.
I'm not
and he
even looking
walks,
at him after when I said best. I wasn't
he
even looking at
walks
him.
over to you and picks you up again by your collar. What?
So, do you think we're cut out for war?
Crimes? Yes. And he just drops Greg. I know again, he drops him another 4 feet and just goes, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I will show y'all how to make potions in the morning.
I already know
You
how to
want
make
some company
potions.
there, handsome?
Can I have my bag back before more of my money gets stolen?
And
will
he
make
sits
sure-
there. Sam, at your offer, he sits there, he looks you up and down. Sorry, I only go for older women. You're a bit young for me. I appreciate it, though. You're definitely a 10. And he proceeds to walk
Give
away.
me till tomorrow. I promise it'll be fine.
And he again looks up confused. And Vieira's just like giggling. You could have tapped that if you didn't.